I think a Penske car is going to win.
I'm going Joey.
I had Michael bet on Bill and Joey for him. I like Bill because he's got truck experience.
But
I was looking at guys who have experience at this track.
Dale could tell you, when you look back at like first time at a track races, it's like Joey is the
Joey's one of the best guys for that. I like Kyle Larson before this weekend had never even been to this track, and it's going to be funny as shit when he wins.
Do you think the LA Coliseum's close to this?
No. The Coliseum doesn't really compare to anything. It's too small. But
I'm talking about flat.
Flat. Think of New Hampshire or Phoenix.
Is this track flat?
Yeah, pretty much. New Hampshire or Phoenix. A lot of the drivers think it's a lot like Phoenix. The ones who hadn't been here before, so it kind of feels like Phoenix. It's like a mile and a third. It's like I said, it's like a flat Darlington. It's shaped funny and flat.
I thought this track was way smaller than that.
It's about a mile. Gateway. Or I'm sorry, Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway.
No, you have to.
Whatever it's fucking called now.
No, all the commercials.
Hey everybody.
The track's not even.
It's in Illinois.
St. Louis.
It's across the state line in Illinois.
How do you? Somebody needs to smack those.
I told Dylan, welcome to Far City Motor Speedway in Shelby, North Carolina.
There is zero, like the whole entire theme of the race, the racetrack and everything, there is zero reference to St. Louis, besides that it's close.
It's near the Gateway Arch. That's why they call it Gateway. It's near the arch.
That's insane.
But I told Dale, that means technically Martinsville would be a North Carolina track. Because it's like 20 minutes.
Dude, our hotel to stay in Martinsville was in North Carolina.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes from the track.
You ever want to hear yourself coughing? The sound just happened to come on.
Yeah, the Intercontinental Championship match, man.
Oh.
You're supposed to hype that up.
We are? I thought this was a NASCAR.
I'm sorry, is this 1995 when the Intercontinental title actually mattered?
Which, Anthony? Man.
What?
Man, you're a disgrace to the sport.
The good sport of professional wrestling. And it is a sport. Hey, Michael, you got Larson, Riddick, and Suarez. I like Bill. I looked for guys that raced here in the truck series a lot. Brief history, this track used to have Xfinity races back in the day. Xfinity stopped going there, and it looked like the track was going to close. But then trucks kept going, and then IndyCar came there. And trucks have been racing there, and IndyCar's raced there off and on, I think. Mm-hmm. And this is the first time Cup has been here. So this track's been around a long time. It's not new by any stretch. Huh. And we have no idea how the racing's going to be.
I have a diecast opinion, Dale.
What?
I wonder.
Do you think that the Kyle Busch 5-in-a-row Xfinity hauler would be a good pickup?
If you're a Kyle Busch fan.
Not as like just a general diecast.
Because I don't give two fucks about his Xfinity wins.
I don't either, but I don't know about his fans. His stuff has
a chance to be the first back-to-back winner.
How about Chase Briscoe being the favorite? And Briscoe has Gateway experience. He's on the pole too. Now, is Briscoe going to choke? Briscoe's where Larson was. But remember 5 years ago how Larson used to choke a lot? That's Briscoe now. Briscoe could have like 4 wins this year. He's got 1. He won Phoenix. So Briscoe, I see why he's the favorite because he whooped him at Phoenix. He should have won Charlotte. He should have won Bristol. Although he didn't choke Bristol. Well, yeah, I mean, he did choke Bristol.
In the transaction, did not like how the car was shipped, opted to go ahead.
He passed Kyle Larson with 4 laps to go, and then Larson got it back, and then Briscoe passed him again and could have cleared him, but thought he was going to wreck. And then a lap later, he did wreck.
Today at Gateway for the first time is pit road. You know, this has been a challenging area for these pit crews up and down every single race this year. It's about to be magnified. The narrowest
Suarez 80-1. That'd be a good bet. He's raced here a bunch too. Suarez has. Think of all the truck series guys: the Christopher Bells, the Suarezes, the Cindrics, the Briscoes, the Kyle Bushes of the world.
Yes, heads up. Keep their heads on the swivel. Watching those cars going in and out and around them. We saw somebody get run over last week. They want to keep them all safe today. It's going to be a challenge, Chris.
Tire failures. I don't know how tires wear here. I really don't. I feel like they probably brought a hard tire here. It might be similar to a Martinsville kind of race. Michael, Michael, could you tell how tires were here? Because Goodyear tends to bring a tire that doesn't wear. If they don't know what to do, they go with a hard tire. Yeah. That's something that people have talked about. It's like Goodyear, because we would have known that Martinsville was going to stink if we knew about the tires. Because if they bring a hard tire, and they do it for safety, because they don't want guys blowing tires and shit. So if they come to a new place, they play it safe, give them a hard tire. And then as they come back over the years, they work on it.
Most races,
Chairman and founder of Worldwide
the 600
Technology,
is
Jay
different than
Stewart.
most of them, you can see from the
Drivers,
who's kind of the
start
strongest.
your engines.
You're going to have an idea who's quick today. I think qualifying told you a lot. Probably. I thought the truck race was good.
I picked Joey to be fifth in the second stage.
AJ, he won yesterday at Portland. The Xfinity race at Portland on a road course. AJ wrecked like 6 times and won yesterday.
Dude, the first half of that race was like, this sucks.
And it rained.
racing in Portland?
And then like,
I don't know, but they took away Mid Ohio to go to Portland. I mean, Portland's a cool track, but I really liked Mid Ohio. I'm gonna miss Mid Ohio.
It's just weird to me racing in.
And I said this yesterday. I miss Montreal. Bring back Montreal.
Yeah, let's go racing. In
I want to race in
Why
Vancouver.
not?
If you guys,
Go a little north.
why
Go
not?
a little north.
if you want to
go
fall
north,
down,
north.
if you want to fall down a rabbit hole, go watch highlights of all the Xfinity races at Montreal. Every fucking race was batshit crazy.
Really?
From like 07 through like 2014 when they quit
Was it
racing
like
there.
a mile track or a mile?
Kyle didn't win any. It was a road course.
Road course.
Road course.
Okay,
road course in the middle of a river. I'm not even. You had to take a boat to get there.
Awesome.
You had to take a boat to get there.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
How big is it?
I can't remember how big it is, but I know it's in the middle. It's so funny because they're in the middle of the river, right?
Yeah.
And there's no real way for the cars to get over the walls, but just in case, they had lifeboats out around the racetrack,
like
just in
for
case,
real.
because you know how racing
You never
is.
know.
In racing, I know one thing: if a car's not meant to go somewhere, it's gonna go there at some point because it's racing. You see that every time. And Earl, yes, Montreal. I'm gonna start a petition. I'm gonna write my congressman.
Yeah, let's
I'm
get
gonna-
Montreal. Let's get Montreal.
And my congressman in North Carolina is about what the fuck do I have to do with a race in Canada? But
Hey, we got
it's
to
like,
do
well,
something.
NASCAR operates in North Carolina. God damn it, do something. Montreal rules.
Why the fuck do I turn on 2012 highlights and there was a shoe on the track?
Because Danica was dominating at Montreal.
Shoe on the track.
Danica was winning, and
swear to God, look at
and
this.
somebody threw a shoe. Watch this highlight. Somebody throws a shoe.
Shit, dude, look at that.
And I'm not kidding. This ruins Danica's race because the shoe got like fucked up
Look.
under her car and
Look
like
at
broke
this.
something.
It's a fucking shoe.
She was leading. Danica was leading. And a shoe took her out.
I literally turned it on and I was like, Dale, why would I turn on something where a GoDaddy car's leading? And the
Danica.
thing that I see, of course, would be like, oh, a shoe.
Guys, they had never seen the shoe at Montreal.
A shoe would be the thing to distract me from Danica leading a race.
They didn't know about the shoe.
Only
I was watching that and I was like, this was my exact facial expression. A shoe.
Somebody threw a shoe to try and get a costume process.
I hope it was somebody specifically trying to fuck over Danica.
Dude, I'm so lost. The 18 car has FedEx.
Oh,
By the way,
God.
Boris said won in
Oh,
Montreal. Boris said won at Montreal once.
Oh, that's awesome.
The first race they did at Montreal, Robbie Gordon was leading late. A caution came out, and him and Robbie Gordon, I don't know if you remember, he had an attitude problem. He raced hard.
Yeah, he's
He-
an asshole.
yeah. Marcus Ambrose had of Robbie Gordon.
Oh, I can tell.
Caution comes out. Marcos wrecks Robbie under caution
Who's in the 22?
in that race. Alex Tagliani, I think.
Well, I can tell.
But anyway,
he hated Danica.
Ambrose wrecks Robbie Gordon. And NASCAR's like, sorry, Robbie, you don't get to keep your spot. You didn't maintain speed under caution. And Robbie's like, he wrecked me under caution. Fuck you, I'm the leader. NASCAR's like, no, you ain't the
St.
leader.
Louis.
NASCAR's like, no, you ain't the leader. And Marcos is lined up at front. He doesn't get penalized. NASCAR, for some reason, drops the green flag without making Robbie. They told Robbie to go to the back, but he didn't go to the back. He stays up front, and they let the race go anyway. And what does Robbie do? He goes in the first corner and wrecks Marcos. So now Marcos is spun. Robbie's not being scored. Kevin Harvick, who was in third, is now declared the leader. He wins the race, and after the race, Robbie Gordon's doing burnouts and trying to go to victory lane while Kevin Harvick's simultaneously doing burnouts and thinking he's going to victory lane. So Harvick won. Robbie Gordon protested it. Obviously, if you protest with NASCAR, you ain't winning because it's NASCAR. But Michael, I'm sure you guys remember the first Montreal race. That was the first time they ever raced in the rain, too. The first time NASCAR ever raced in the rain was an Xfinity race at Montreal. They tried it, and it was awesome. And yes, we've got Mikey in the booth. And Kenny Wallace is coming by later.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Kenny will be funny. This track is weird. I've driven it in the video game. It's fucking weird. I don't know how to drive it. Look at the corner.
There's multiple grooves down here as well. You can see the guys have been up a bit as well. So this track is very racy.
You can race in the middle or on the very bottom. It's more like New Hampshire to me than Phoenix. I know the driver's side feels like Phoenix. It feels like New Hampshire to me. Darlington, Phoenix, New Hampshire had a baby. It's this racetrack.
That's Montreal.
I love that track. It's in the river, as you can see.
300 miles is the
It's a lot of
distance
turns.
And the only video game it was in, it was a NASCAR 09 as DLC.
I feel like turn 12 right there. People might die, come off that
That
straightaway.
corner right there, Boris said had a massive lead. No, it was Marcus Ambrose. Ambrose had a huge lead, choked that last corner, and Carl Edwards got by and won.
I feel like somebody might
Except the
have died.
final round of qualifying, a slight bobble.
I literally.
I know the guy the track's named after's
And
dead.
then you go into that.
Yeah, that is a little
Imagine
weird.
going like 180 and you're like.
You guys remember Marcus Ambrose choking at Montreal? I think that was 2009. I want to say 2009. Oh, they're talking to the guy I have money on today. Unfortunately. I'm not pulling. When I had money on Noah yesterday, I didn't pull for him either. Hey, you know, this guy's really fast. Shut up.
Can somebody throw a shoe to get under?
You're going bald in your 30s. Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Joey's the guy that builds game that throws the dildo.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just
This track has road course tendencies, I think, because of the shifting.
The only times I think in my career on an oval that
Fuck
you
you,
actually
Preston, you're away.
Next week is Sonoma. Sonoma's next
Hey,
week.
so the last truck race is Sonoma, though.
The last truck race is Sonoma. Boris said. You said it was yes, Boris said. What did Boris say?
He was an asshole, but he had a funny name.
Remember that time he threatened to kill Greg Biffle at Watkins Glen? That was funny. And he's like, I know, and he was saying, I know where Greg Biffle lives. I'm going to show up at his house and give him a... I was like, I know where Biffle lives. I've drove by it a lot in my life.
Me too.
Yeah.
today's field, paced by Chase Briscoe from
I know Casey Kane got drunk and wrecked a go-kart there. I've heard that story before.
That's interesting.
Austin Cindric gets his second front row start of 20.
Cindric and Briscoe. Is this the Xfinity Series from 2 years ago?
Damn, it is.
Reddick. Is this the Xfinity Series? Cindric, Briscoe, and Reddick. Is this the Xfinity Series from a couple years ago? That's how good those three guys are.
Fast in practice, the All-Star winner, and Denny Hamlin coming off his second win of the season in last week's 600. There is Logano, fastest in practice in every category. And
Now,
Eric
Almirola's a dark horse. He kicked their ass at New Hampshire last year.
One of the
This track is similar.
Another rookie in the top 10 is Harrison Burton, who finished a cup
Ross.
11th last week.
I picked
And Ross
Almirola
Chastain second in points, who won here in truck.
I think Almirola's going to be good today.
Beginning with
I think
Almirola,
Almirola
the
is going to
rest of all.
sneakily finish like
Starting
These
lineup,
past, like, what, 2 or 3 races I've watched, Bubba's had bad.
Bubba could have won Charlotte, but he got parked for the dumbest reason ever. So he ran top 5 the whole race. He got spun in that Blaney wreck, but didn't get wrecked. And it was late in the stage. They pitted for tires and said, okay, we're going to stay out at the end of the stage, right at the back, and make sure you save our tires for the next stage. Well, he rode so slow for the last couple laps, NASCAR said, oh, you didn't maintain minimum speed, you're disqualified. And he's like, what do you mean? Well, they said, technically you were in that last wreck, so we put you on the damage repair clock, and you didn't maintain minimum speed. So you're parked with a perfectly good race car that led laps, ran top 5, and could have won. Bubba got parked. What a stupid rule.
Bubba was like one of the only cars on the track that would actually.
This is only a 300.
He would,
Everybody
yeah.
else was stuck.
I was watching Bubba going, he can win this race. And, you know, I hearkened back to a simpler time in a NASCAR race where if your car got spun or got fucked up, you could, get this, take your time and fix it. And his didn't even really need fixing. They were just riding in the back trying to save tires, but because he was a part of the accident.
What's it going to be this week? What's it going to be this
Just
week?
standard pit crew bullshit.
Oh, we put the laps on the right side.
I mean, like, really, what's it going to be this week? Like, the past couple of races?
I think the restarts will be crazy today too, Michael.
Keep it in the top
I'd be
3 where
willing to
he's
bet this
starting
whole race
all day
today is
long,
gonna be
so they
right
don't have to overcome all that adversity that they have to this point this year. Jamie Little.
I just want to know what's going to happen to
Coming into
Bubba
this
today.
race
Like,
at
what's it
Gateway,
going to
there was
be?
one driver on a lot of people's minds. Chase Briscoe.
I like it.
Why?
The Jeff Gordon throwback paint scheme.
I like fucking Greg. We would have seen that car win.
it looks pretty.
Well, he's delivered so far on Saturday. Went out and qualified. Put on the pole for the first time.
Is Briscoe going to choke? These are questions we need answered.
I bet we had just seen him
extra
win
friends and
Martinsville.
family all
So it's
here
like we
to
got a
cheer him
Darlington
on.
down, we're in Byron.
And he won Martinsville in the ugliest car, that stupid
Yeah.
Raptor car.
Ugly car, ugly race, ugly weather. Nothing.
Oh, by the way,
Martinsville, but the hot dog.
pit road entry is at the end of the backstretch because it's so narrow. They got to enter at turn 3 and ride that little road around.
You got to commit over
Homestead used to be like that. Indianapolis is like that on exit. At Indianapolis, you got to do that on pit exit.
That could cause a couple problems.
Look how narrow the pit road is.
Oh, that's
And you know how these cut drivers are. They want to be the fastest everywhere.
that's
so
I think it's like Indianapolis's pit road.
That's
and the same clip when they leave pit road, getting up to speed.
Indy cars do race here, so.
I'm going to be willing to guess that could cause a couple problems.
Bush Lights giving you.
Oh, that's a nice paint scheme. I just saw Harvick's Bush Light Polite paint scheme for the first time. That's pretty nice. Either that or he's just. Is the Tar Heels drinking Bush Light or something?
That is a Karen car.
Excuse me.
You see, okay, I went back and watched Harvick getting mad at Stenhouse last week. He had no reason to be mad at Stenhouse. What'd he say? Oh, about Ty. Yeah, I heard that. Harvick got mad at Stenhouse last week because they were side by side and Harvick lost it and bounced off the wall. And then he was like dooring Stenhouse under caution. And that's when I sent you the thing where Stenhouse said, yeah, he's just mad that he doesn't know what he's doing anymore.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Basically called Harvick washed up in so many words. Yeah. And he's right. Stenhouse didn't do anything wrong. Stenhouse has done plenty stupid in his career. He did nothing wrong last week. 4 straight top 10s for Stenhouse. Yeah. Stenhouse is on a top 10 streak right now.
I think you're going to see him run almost go the full fuel run in those 2 stages. Should we stay caution-free?
God, I'm hungry. That fucking McDonald's can't get here fast enough. I'm like lightheaded. I haven't eaten since yesterday. And I worked today.
Okay.
Throw the green. It's 3:45 on the East Coast. AJ had to start in the back because he missed qualifying and everything else because he was in Portland yesterday. And he won, so. The track was so wet and rainy, he slid off the track before they went green and had to pit at the start of the race because he had mud all over the front of his car. Eventually, he wound up winning.
Watch his hands today, Mike. He likes to.
Ty Gibbs yesterday, right, had to dominate. He was dominating in the rain. He had a huge 20-second lead in the rain. And then it finally got a little racy. Noah Gragson passed him, so what does Ty do? Wrecks him. And then Sheldon Creed passes him, so what does Ty do? Wrecks him and wrecks himself. Ty wrecked him.
And then they got to the next corner, and he literally just went straight up the track. And just
you ever seen that meme of Boo from Monsters, Inc. with the steering wheel going, like crying? It said that's Ty Gibbs whenever he doesn't have the best race car. He's a dipshit, dude. I don't like Noah either, but Ty's an asswap. If you race him hard, he wrecks you. Even if you don't touch him, he wrecks you. And Sheldon Creed didn't do shit to him. Noah ran him wide, but he didn't put him in the grass. He just took the lead. They were racing for the fucking lead. You had a 20-second lead, and a guy saw a chance to finally pass you. He's going to take it. Just settle in. It was like not even halfway through the race. Ty just took him out, and then took himself out when he took out Creed for no reason. So, who are we cheering for? Christopher Bell and Joey Logano, unfortunately. That's who I'm supposedly cheering for money.
You know why the code was Abraham Lincoln?
But when it comes down to it, if it's like Logano versus Suarez for the win, I'm going to be cheering for Suarez. I'll give up the money. Yeah.
Me too.
We're going green next time.
I say I give you 40 if he wrecks.
Yeah.
Make sure he wrecks. I'll give
Look at
you.
that crowd. Sold out crowd.
They had a big crowd for the truck race yesterday.
That's why I wish I go to every driver, even his fucking teammates, and I'll be like, dude, 50,000 if you just.
And they're all wearing the.
Did you ever see that video of Blaney at Martinsville last year? It was under green at Martinsville, and Joey roughed up Blaney, and the cameras, you could see Blaney in his car just go. And he's like he's driving with one hand, trying not to spin out, and flipping off Joey Logano with the other. 2020 Daytona 500, Kyle Busch's motor goes down a cylinder. They're on Joey's onboard, and Kyle leans out to Joey and goes, and then his car blows up. He knew he was blowing up, so he looks at Joey and he goes, fuck you. I remember I posted a picture of that on Facebook that day. It was in my memories a couple months ago of Kyle flipping off Joey under green at Daytona. Oh, and Joey said that Denny ran over one of his crew guys on purpose. Nobody is going to do that on purpose. And I said nobody has put any more people in danger than Joey Logano. And he's talking, oh, Denny did that on purpose. What a dirty move. Yeah, I'm going to fucking risk killing somebody. What?
I seen it today. Nobody talked about it. Chase won one when he had that pit stop when they changed the right side first and then the left side.
Yeah.
The guy running down his front and he took off and the first guy went like 6 feet in the air.
Green flag.
On his back, yeah.
No idea how this is going to be.
A shit show about
I'm hoping for a shit show.
12 cautions, first time winner.
After last week, I want to be entertained. I want to be sports entertained.
Corey LaJoy wins this race.
I think the outside's going to prevail over the long. I think short run, inside, long run, you want to be on the outside. I think the higher you can run in the center of the corner on a long run, the better you'll be. Briscoe, Cindric, Reddick, Xfinity Series throwback. 3 wide. Oh, boy. 3 wide. 3 wide. Larson, Truex, and Elliott.
Who's going to give?
Now Harvick's the washed up piece of trash. Briscoe leads lap 1. I don't think Truex is washed. Truex still pretty good.
I don't mind Truex.
I just think he's having trouble.
Yeah, but he's still having good runs. He should have won Las Vegas.
Check out this battle, man. They've been 3 wide most all the first 2 laps at some point or another.
It looks racy. I know we're only 2 laps in, but at Martinsville, within 2 laps, they were like 5 car lengths spread out, single file. This looks a little racier. Yeah.
It's not Martin's.
I know, right? It was just the reason they had to shift there. They got to fix that. They're actually having a test at Martinsville, and Kyle Busch is driving the car. And they said they got to work on the Martinsville setup because that race cannot happen again. Not at Martinsville.
I feel like if I could pick anybody out of the Cup
Yeah, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson. I'm going to have them test everything. Is that a bump draft down the back at Gateway from Almirola to Hamlin? Oh, look at Ross Chastain. Woo!
Ross, stop.
Drove it in there.
Stop.
That looked like Austin Dillon last week.
Good Lord.
3 wide. This track is racy. I like it. Still 3 wide. Chastain, Almirola, and Christopher Bell. And now Logano's going to make it 4 wide.
Oh, God.
4 wide.
Stop.
Joey, lift.
Stop.
Joey, let him have it. Joey, let him have it.
Holy shit.
Holy mother of God. That's for 6th place, 7th place on lap 4.
Stop.
Joey gets squirrely off the corner.
Yes, he did. He got squirrely.
It didn't look hard. It seems very challenging.
Guys, I'm optimistic. My friend Chris just said if anybody got ran over on purpose, it would be Joey Logano. Somebody would run his ass over on purpose. It'd be Joey himself. Chris, you're right. My food's here, but I'm watching a race. Another 3 wide. Truex, Elliott, and Custer. That Truex paint scheme is hideous. Why is it blue? Why does it have blue anywhere on that car? Harrison Burton looks like a big fucking lime driving around. And I like Chase Elliott's Hooters car. I missed the black Hooters car, but I like Chase Elliott's new Hooters car. Harrison Burton top 10. The Busch brothers 3 wide with Bell. Yeah. Well, now that they're driving pretty much the same shit. Oh.
Let's work that gas. Finally wide open.
Hey, welcome back from fishing. This track is real racy today. Why'd you rob my store?
Well, I had to get some cigarettes. I don't know what happened.
Don't worry, they're only $30 a box in New York or something.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's pretty expensive up north. Yeah.
And you just look in your mirror and there's so many competitive race cars.
Ooh, Chase just barely cleared Bell. I thought he was going to hook himself.
Way worse in big cities. Way worse.
Look at Bubba actually moving forward. Bubba raced the Truck Series a lot here.
Well, so far, Bubba's not totally screwed yet.
The guys that have experience here are running top 3 right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like some of these guys
Struggling a little bit tight, it looks like. Running the outside.
Kyle Busch, I think.
and I don't even know where Chase is.
He was so.
Briscoe, Cindric, 1-2.
Chase Briscoe.
Field's getting spread out now, but it's still racy. You can pass here. This is not going to be another Martinsville. The first 5 laps told me that.
Very racy.
Yeah.
They're single file, but it looks like
And
they can just catch up to each other.
Cindric's going to chase down Briscoe, I think.
Better angle exiting the corner, and also the shifts. Those are things that you can
anytime you have to shift, I'm lost, especially in a video. I'm like, God, don't make me shift. Junior said he would have quit at Martinsville because shifting at Martinsville is ridiculous. And Junior's like, I would have wanted to hang myself if I was in that race. Because Junior will be the first to tell you he hated road courses. Shifting, it's hard. And he said, if I had to shift on any oval other than Pocono, which Pocono is shaped like a triangle, you know, same style track. He said, if I had to shift anywhere other than Pocono, I quit. Fuck this.
I can't blame him.
Junior was in the Xfinity race at Martinsville. Those cars don't have to shift because they're like the old cars. And Junior said, I'm really glad I was just in the Xfinity race. Wouldn't have wanted to be in that Cup race.
I can't blame him.
But
Look how fast you're going, and now you got to tell me that I have to keep.
I've got to keep track of shifting,
Yeah, like that's ridiculous.
Alright, since I think it's happening about every race.
And they were planning to take advantage of that.
Well, that's a little bit by design. You had the tire dragging down the racetrack before they came, and you know, working that outside line and getting some rubber up there.
I don't even know if
Cole Custer. Cole Custer. I'm going to take a stab in the dark. We're taking bets on who's going to blow a right front tire first today. Cole Custer.
He's downshifting earlier.
Cole Custer or Tyler Reddick?
Now, if your car's stable,
Tyler
a
Reddick's
lot of times when you
good.
have a long straightaway like
Who's going to blow a tire first, guys? Hey, Todd. What's up?
Maybe I'll stable makes good grip getting in. You can
I'm looking forward to Sonoma next week already.
I love road courses.
I fucking love Sonoma.
I'm gonna put my money on Curry. I think
Chase Briscoe has
Briscoe, Cindric, 1-2. There's Julio Jones. Hey, Indianapolis Colts, sign that man.
He's in free agency.
Sign that man.
He's expensive, but he could be worth it.
fucking expensive.
He's going to hold out and try to be expensive, but then at the start of the year, he'll wind up somewhere.
Hey, I've heard good things about Matt Ryan.
I got to go grab my food. Well, no, it's Matt Ryan.
The Indy boys said everybody said he could put the ball where.
Everybody with the Colts is blown away.
I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always said with Matt, it was just always accuracy, anticipation. Didn't have the strongest arm. He's just dead accurate and makes smart decisions.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a turnover-prone
Normally
guy.
He makes
Yeah.
smart decisions. Normally.
He's never been like a turnover machine. He's had
Not
like
like
1 year.
super-
His first year with Shanahan was the only year where he was kind of shitty with that.
He doesn't like. He's not going to go out there and throw 15 picks. No,
I'm
he's
hungry.
not gonna throw that much. No, never been that bad. And Julio just always got on my nerves because he's 6'3", 220, and can run a 4.38 on a broken foot. It's bullcrap. Hated
Cup
that.
Series racing in St. Louis.
Not St. Louis. It always kills me. I said yesterday, I made the comparison. It was like at WrestleMania 29, how WWE kept going, we're in New York, we're in New York. It's like, fuck you, you're in New Jersey, and I know it. You remember I can't remember the George Carlin joke. He talked about living in New Jersey. He grew up in he grew up in New York City and talked about looking over at New Jersey. He said every day I'd go to the edge of the river and I'd wave, and they were 6 miles away, but fuck them, I waved anyway.
Because he could, you know? You could, yeah. Why not? Get out of here.
I like when he talked about why his immune system was so strong even when he was old, because he said, when I grew up, we swam in the Hudson River. And he goes, do you know what's in the fucking Hudson River?
Everything.
He said, the polio didn't stand a chance against us.
No.
We were tempered in raw shit.
Yeah.
Briscoe's still leading. Cindric's right there with him within a tenth. So he's literally on his bumper. I can tell looking at the leaderboard. Blaney's 2 seconds back in third. So it's two Truck Series guys that are driving away in Fords. I had a feeling it'd be a Ford weekend. I said a Penske car would win. So
Some kind of Ford.
And we got two Penske cars, second and third.
When Dale said Ford, that's when I was like Joey. Because I just felt like it.
And Joey's a safe bet because you expect guys like Briscoe or Cindric to fuck up and give it away because they're inexperienced. Guys at that point in their career tend to do that a lot.
They do.
And Briscoe has done it several times this year now. So Joey's just a guy you can trust. He's not going to fuck it up. If he gets in position to win, he's not going to fuck it up. Oh, he's going to wreck you. If Joey gets to second, he'll wreck you. Yeah.
That made me think back to Martinsville.
He tried to hit Byron at Martinsville. Yeah.
That's the first time he really tried to wreck
If he can get to you, he'll dump you.
You know how I know this track is old as fuck? They still have seats in a corner. Because, you know, many NASCAR tracks took out all the seats in the corner and have all the seats on the straightaway. Gateway still has seats in the middle of turns 1 and 2. So it's like, yeah, that's how you know this place is fucking old and built at the peak of NASCAR's popularity. So Harrison Burton's dropped out of the top 10. Kurt Busch is in the top 10 now. Joey's just running where he started. He started 8th. He's running 8th. Chastain's the big mover. You were right about that. Yeah, Bell, Stenhouse. I mean, can you even count Cody Ware? He passed the 4 worst cars other than him. So good for Cody Ware. William Byron being 20th is puzzling. Larson only being... The Hendrick cars will get better. I don't even see Bowman in the top 20.
Yeah, it looks like Bowman was like 24.
Yeah.
Looks like all of them other than Chase. Chase got to figure this out. Chase is going all right,
and because it's one of these 1 mile tracks, they're doing the thing where the first stage is like 45 laps and the second stage is like 90. And then I think the last stage is 100. I hate when they split the stages into thirds or whatever.
Yeah.
Because the first stage is short and the second stage is long. Be a moose. What is he, Canadian?
Why would I? Why would I want to be a moose? Why?
Fun fact about how versatile this new car is. Remember the car he won COTA with was the same one he won Talladega with. A road course car won Talladega.
They touched the car. He won the road course
with. I've been noticing that 1 and 2. Definitely higher.
That's how versatile these new cars are.
That is insanity.
Now, back in the day, I'd say in the last 20 years, backup cars aren't bad because teams put as much effort in their backups as they do. But way back before that, though, a backup car was like, well, you might as well just punt this weekend. You ain't going to do shit. Because for some reason, teams would bring shitty cars. I'm like, why wouldn't you bring good cars? But I guess it's because they just didn't have the resources back then. They'd funnel all their resources into one car and be, oh, shit, we're in a backup car. Going to be a long weekend. Nowadays, ain't no way that's happening with these teams.
They got a lot more money now.
Trying to get his cars rotated a little
more
bit.
money, more people.
Honestly, I think it's going to be lap traffic.
And these cars are better off to run. Like I said, Talladega car won a road course. Here, they can make it through all of stage 1 without pitting. Probably tires before gas. If they have a tire that'll wear. I'm not sure what tire wear is going to be like here. And it's hard to tell because everybody's on the same tires. We'll know later in the race when guys probably take 2 and some take 4 or some stay out or whatever. I really don't know. Yeah, I want to see a one-on-one race on a road course with Cody Ware and Jesse Awuji. Put them in the same type of car and have them race on a road course one-on-one, 5 laps. Cody Ware probably smoking. Yeah, I would bet money on Cody Ware.
That would be the day everybody would be
teams are paying attention. Now help me, Clint. The spotters
and then it would really be like, let's just
and then it would really that bad. Then it would finally dawn on people that there's still a tier.
You know what I would rather see, Dale?
What?
You see them at that
Yes. We watched Natalie Decker at Martinsville in the Xfinity race. Oh my God, she's so slow. So, like, when you look at somebody and notice they're just that fucking slow, I was watching her at Martinsville just going, Jesus Christ.
At least Danica can keep up.
Danica could run fast.
Yeah. I mean, she'd be with you.
She'd get in the way.
Yes.
But she's not a roadblock. Yeah. She's something else, that Natalie Decker.
Chase Briscoe, who has led all 23 laps.
Ross breaking into the top 5. We got a pass for 5th.
It don't rhyme, but damn it, that's his nickname.
You remember this rampage in GTA 5 where the army dudes make fun of Trevor for being Canadian? There's a moose loose about the hoose. And Trevor's like, I don't even have an accent. He does a little. He'll say a boot or sorry. Remember Jim Carrey and the polite Canadian news team in Anchorman 2? We're going to mop the floor with you. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Now, see, he entered a lot higher, crossed over, got the momentum off the bottom, slipping up a little bit up off.
I love the Valvoline car. I have that shirt, so I need him to win in it to make it more relevant.
Definitely not,
Valvoline.
We got Sonoma coming up and then Nashville. You ain't watched the Nashville race before. It's pretty good last year.
I'm excited about
That paint scheme, yeah.
I believe these guys, are showing up for the first.
I remember Ross Chastain almost won in the 42 last year at Nashville. Almost.
Never turning a lap Drop the green flag. Let's go figure it out, boys. You know how worried.
And he's passed 6 cars already.
Good thing this first stage is short.
Zero. Absolutely zero.
Well, he's raced everywhere.
Byron and Bowman will figure it
It's got to be like one of them, right?
Don't worry, I'm sure Bowman will somehow win after running 20th all day. That seems to be his thing.
Chase Briscoe on point. Started first, running first in all the 26 laps so far.
Do you remember the battle for the win at Phoenix? It was Briscoe, Reddick, and Chastain. And those are the guys who are running good today on a similar racetrack. You ever seen that video of the guy where he dubs over race audio? And every time the cars go by, it's just one guy going, new, 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 new. And then he's got an onboard camera and he's going, no, new, new, new.
Cindric to the lead.
Oh,
Briscoe's
got a problem. Briscoe's off. He's blowing up or blowing up. Is that a left rear? Left rear tire down on Briscoe. Cindric takes the lead. And it was a left rear, not a right front. That's a new thing. With this new car, it's always rears for some reason. Rear tires.
Got me thrown off.
Yeah. I'm just so used to being...
28 laps in.
Yeah. I'm just used to right fronts being the problem. This new car, it's always the rear tires. Just too much load on the rear ends.
That's a tire pressure thing.
That's a setup thing again. And the teams are going to... They've been bitching, oh, Goodyear. It's like, stop making your cars put the fucking tires down. Stop putting so much load on the rear tires. I know they kind of have to go fast, so there's got to be a middle ground somewhere.
That's what it is. Like they make it fast, and then this works, and then when it don't work, it's time.
Usually when something makes a car fast, it's unsafe. Usually, but that's why they do it because it makes you fast.
Still no caution.
And he had no problem. He was just, and I don't even think Briscoe was riding out front. His day's fucked now, probably.
Oh yeah.
No caution, but we had a caution last week. Okay, I know there was a lot of cautions in the 600. The one caution that I have a problem with was Harvick barely touching the wall and threw a caution, and that's when he pitched his fit with Stenhouse. It's like, why was that a fucking caution? And that's not a caution, but Harvick bouncing off the wall a little bit last week was, he didn't even stop or anything. But Briscoe drug around on the fucking rim for a lap and a half. No caution. I figured NASCAR would want to throw cautions today because they're scared it'll wind up like Martinsville. So I figured they'd be like, because at Martinsville, Michael McDowell, with 3 laps to go, got sideways and hit the wall with his right rear and kept going, caution, overtime.
Dude, when they did that caution, I was fucking pissed.
Me too. I was like, get the fuck out of here,
That's
dude.
when it was like Joey's going to win.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, wait a minute.
I was worried about Joey or Austin Dillon winning at Martinsville.
Austin fucking Dillon just showed up out of nowhere. And it's like, we're at Martinsville, dude. What are you doing?
So Cindric...
Go on somewhere. We ain't at Charlotte yet. What the fuck are you doing?
Cindric's got about a 2-second lead on Blaney, I think.
Oh, that's fine. Austin Dillon will make it to the playoffs, win the playoffs, Texas race. It's all going to work out for him. He'll be the last one in.
Then he'll get dumped in
From the pole, George 27 laps, and then a snake bit his left rear tire.
There's a snake in my hub.
And he has lost a lap plus here.
Yeah, look at the air pressure already. You could tell.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, he was very efficient getting that thing.
He did a good job getting around and not tearing it up.
And minimizing the damage.
Well, it couldn't have been a worse time to go. It goes down the front straightaway. You see there.
I don't know if it goes in the center of the corner. You're going to spin out and probably back it in the wall. So it's probably good that it just slowly started going down on the straightaway.
I think he's got some options, too.
And because it's not a right front, he was still able to turn.
I guess.
Yeah, we could stay out of this.
The Hamlin-Chastain battle's on again. It's going to be hard here. Yeah. You can catch somebody, but look how long Ross has been trying to pass Denny. And how long Cindric was trying to pass Briscoe and couldn't get it done. Well, more like Richmond than Martinsville. And Richmond ended up being a decent race. Yeah.
You see diving in there trying.
AKA every other week in NASCAR. A shitty race, but the ending was good.
It just doesn't take all the air off of him to get him loose like that old car did.
I don't know.
If this race sucks, NASCAR's going to make sure.
Do you think in a moose aggressive?
They'll throw a caution with 7 to go.
God, I'm hungry. Thought my food was here, but it wasn't.
I like that kid. I love his aggression. Watched him run in the trucks when he first came around. We're like, this is a special.
It's exciting to see Cindric doing well for pretty much the first time since Daytona. He's had a good run here and there, but blew a left rear tire again. And at Charlotte, it's going as fast as they are at Charlotte. You know, he wrecked hard.
Starting to get guys into lap traffic. That lap traffic you see right there, those are the opportunities that you're waiting for and try to capitalize on.
Long green flag runs.
Kyle Larson has only passed one car all day. Now the 77's
Woo!
car. Oops.
Harrison Burton tried to get back in the gas and almost spun out a lap car.
Harrison.
Kyle tried to make a run at him.
He saw Larson coming, tried to get back in the gas too soon. And that thing jumped out from under him.
And 14.
Well, now he's past 2.
After Larson made the pass.
He must have got damage from when he hit the 77.
Yeah, that's damage.
Tyler Reddick now 3 seconds back up the lead in third.
I still ain't heard what happened to Carson Hocevar yesterday. He got taken in an ambulance. He got wrecked in the truck race. I think he might have broke his foot or something. It was like a leg injury. And they still ain't said what the hell happened. Does anybody know anything about Hocevar from yesterday? In my stream, please let me know. Truex past Kurt Busch. This track suits Truex because he's really good at Phoenix, New Hampshire, Richmond, Martinsville. So I'm not surprised to see Truex adapting. Yeah. If Briscoe's the only guy that has a tire issue, I'll be shocked in the next 8 or 9 laps.
After the primary caught fire here on Friday in practice. And Joey Logano still behind Eric Almirola. He's made a couple of runs.
I like Almirola's Ford paint scheme. That's pretty sweet.
I'd be interested to see what these adjustments, how the teams are able to work on these cars. Guys with experience.
There's that goddamn shifting.
Yeah, that's what I'm ready to see what they do with
about how the car's handling. Kurt Busch going down a long list of issues he was having.
I want to see somebody run down the leader and pass him on a green flag run. It's one thing passing him on a restart. I want to see it happen after like a couple of laps.
Do you think you got left out or hung out as the leader?
Clean up the mistakes. Mistakes on pit road is going to shake this race.
The last time I saw a 5-second lead at Daytona, guess who it was? I'll give you a hint. He drove all those cars. His Xfinity race at Daytona, he had like a 5-second lead. He apologized after the race. I know that was boring for Daytona. I'm sorry. The only drama was like, oh shit, Junior thinks he might have a tire going down, and then it never went down, and he just won the race. It was like, oh well.
What happened there?
Racing since he was a kid. He went to his dad and said, Dad, I want to be a race car driver. His dad said, you're too tall, son.
And lined up with one of the best in the business, Jeremy Bolins.
I can't think of anybody else in modern NASCAR to have a 5-second lead in a race at Daytona and lead every lap at a race at Daytona, but Junior did.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
You know, you win Daytona, they say, well, that's a super speedway race. It's kind of a wild card.
Cindric will be a threat on the road courses the rest of the year. Cindric especially, he's a road course guy. When he was a dumbass in the Xfinity Series running people over and racing like a jackass, he was still a strong road course guy. Now he's good at everything.
I think it plays into his background, though. You know, a road racer.
I used to hate Cindric.
Shifting on this racetrack, something different. The fact that both ends are different.
He earned my respect in Xfinity because I thought he was garbage.
Not even winning Daytona.
Second back.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch guys like Briscoe and Custer,
as we look for stage points.
William Byron's first year was awful.
Dropped as far as 13th or 14th.
I've learned that in modern NASCAR you can't give up on young guys too soon. You really can't.
You like that. People probably ask for a job.
Somebody tell Joe Gibbs that before they get rid of Christopher Bell, like they did Eric Jones and like they did Daniel Suarez and like they did Joey Logano. You know.
Looking back from Joey Logano's
Yeah, I kind of understand that one.
See how fast they go down into turn 170.
You know why Kyle hates Joey so much? Kyle was the only guy at Gibbs lobbying to keep Joey. Because Kyle was like, we should keep Joey, you're giving up too soon. And Kyle just about knocked the wall down like he did at Charlotte last week. Almost. And he was racing hard to pass Joey.
Whenever Suarez went to pass him for the lead, Kyle spun out, dude. That shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This race
so fun
from
being at a race
160, 170
Yeah.
down to
Everybody reacts.
a lot of braking, extremely fast on the front straightaway, lots of brake getting into one. But I like that. That creates that opportunity. I'm telling you, restart.
Have I mentioned that I'm hungry? Yeah, Michael, I haven't heard shit about Hocevar.
The money gets on the line.
Down to 99 miles an hour.
Blaney is going to have the most points this year with the worst season possible. Blaney's like really high in points, but he has horrible luck this year. It feels like Blaney's having a terrible year, but he's top 5 in points. I kind of do because he was getting a lot of points, and then he won Dover. Chastain cut into that points lead. Chase's points lead got cut in half last week because Chastain's having good runs.
I feel like Chastain will
but it's like, you know,
unusual
the past couple weeks since I started watching, you know, Chase keeps having bad luck.
Yeah. Chastain's been doing better, and Chase is not having good runs.
But the NASCAR rule requires you to
Bubba's having a good race. Okay, Bubba's going to finish about 15th in the stage. Where's he come off pit road at? 25th?
And then what happens from the second stage?
I'm going to be that guy. Everything that doesn't make sense in this race.
But then the only one thing that's going to make sense is Blaney.
Oh, Ross. Ross still can't get by Denny for 4th.
He's still underneath that 11 car. I don't know how many times folks cannot get that pass completed.
You can get close. You're going to have to move somebody.
They asked Kyle what he thought about the new car, and he said the biggest problem is
we can get away with.
But see, the thing is, I think he talked about in the same interview, Kyle said that guys who are off on setups this year are struggling, and it's harder to pass than it was with the old car. But he's obviously the guys who are fast can do whatever they want no matter what the car. So the racing looks good to us, but when you have a mid-pack or a 10th place car, you just want to pull your hair out. So I think Kyle mentioned, and he didn't say this, but I know what the drivers are all thinking, they need to make them faster, more horsepower, and they'll be easier to pass with. Because I think of 2013, where they were like, oh my God, it's hard to pass, but these cars are so quick, they punch through a lot of the dirty air because they're going so fast. These cars need to be faster. I don't know why NASCAR's like, you can't go fast like that anymore. It's expensive. No, it's not. It's really not. They were just trying to justify them cutting horsepower because the last few years they had like 550. We're up to 670 now, but before 550 we were running like 750, 800. Before that we were like right at 900. So I don't know why. They just don't want to admit they were wrong to cut horsepower because NASCAR doesn't like to admit when they're wrong. So they will fight that. Before this season, they wanted to have these cars run the 550 horsepower like the old cars ran. And the drivers in the test were like, oh my God, these cars suck even worse than the other ones. You need to make them faster. This is fucking terrible. So NASCAR said, okay, we'll go to 670. And it's been good, but it could be better. Make them faster. Kyle Busch says he thinks, and I take Kyle's word for this, I trust him, even though he's a dick and a whiner. He said they need to take off all the shit from underneath the car, that rear diffuser and everything. He said that's like disrupting the airflow. But I think if they just made the cars faster, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Because that rear diffuser is supposed to help with dirty air, but the cars ain't going fast enough for it. I guess. It's my theory. He said they're going to test Martinsville and take all the shit off the bottom of the car and see how it drives. Because Martinsville's the track that made them go, ooh, shit, we got to fix this. Because it's good on the road courses, the 1.5 miles, the super speedways. Then you get your gateways. I mean, this race is already better than Martinsville, but you get your gateways, your Phoenix. People weren't happy at Phoenix, even though that race ended up okay. But Martinsville was so dreadfully bad that they thought, okay.
And that is not Martinsville.
We can't have that. Martinsville is one of the biggest races of the year. It's the next to last race of the season in November to decide who's going to race for the championship. We got to have a better race in Martinsville.
I mean, I know I haven't watched in a while, but I know what Martinsville is. It's one of my favorite tracks. I love Martinsville.
And Michael, good call. Briscoe on fresh tires there did not drive away from the cars on old tires. Briscoe went back out there and ran the same speeds pretty much that he was running before he pitted.
God,
so, yeah, it's not good for tire wear.
No.
But I'll be screaming at the end of the race if there's a late caution. 2 tires. Stay out. Do something.
So we're just banking on tires blowing all day.
Yeah. 750 is not a lot, but anything less than 750 horsepower is not good enough. If these cars had like a good 750 or 800, we'd be okay. They're still good cars, though. I'm very happy with this year. Because, good God, the 600 was insane. The thing is, 1.5 miles with the old cars sucked so bad that they spent all their time, we got to get these cars to race good on the 1.5 miles. Not thinking for a second that they were going to fuck up Martinsville. Because how can you fuck up Martinsville? Nobody saw that coming.
I'm about to start being like Junior about it, Dale. The World 600.
Well, that's what it used to be called back in the day. Yeah, Junior said he misses when he was a kid, and it was called the World 600.
That sounds more official.
He said they should call it the World 600 presented by Coca-Cola, not the Coca-Cola 600.
Come on, Coca-Cola.
I think it's been the Coca-Cola 600 since like 91 or 92, I think, is when the Coke sponsorship happened.
Other cars were still entering the narrowest pit road in the Cup Series.
You better have good pit stops today. You better have good pit stops today. Yeah. Do the opposite of Blaney and Bubba's pit crews. You better have good pit stops.
Said the race car started off the race too brief, migrated and too tight in the center of the corners, but it's going to need help with the previous off if they fix the center. Jamie?
The 8 of Tyler Reddick happy to get in here and get these new tires. He thought he may have an issue. Just needs a little more rear security.
Well, yeah, at least Reddick made it to the end of the stage without having to pit.
Brian Blaney loose on entry and exit. They're going to tighten him up there just a bit.
It's good to be loose on exit, though. You don't want to be stopped up. Oh, wait, we're talking about a race car. Never mind. And Cindric, Blaney, Reddick, Kyle Busch, Hamlin 5th. Kyle Busch gained 4 foot. What'd I tell you? You better have good pit stops.
And who better than Kyle Busch?
His pit crew's always on point.
The fastest pit crew in NASCAR.
Won the pit crew competition at Texas before the All-Star race.
Watch their stage 1 winner, Austin Cindric.
What's happening, Byron?
Please tell me my feet.
There you are. That fast race car, holding a pretty wheel out there. The boys did their job in the pits, still in the lead.
Yes, sir. Obviously, fast out with the Menard Sport Mustang, trying to keep it up here. It's fun. The track's moving around a little more, or at least earlier than I thought it would. So,
Why is
trying to keep that growth and see if I'm here, get a fourth victory lane.
I'm never gonna.
Yeah, tell me about that group moving up. Obviously hot and slick out there. Grip level still treating you well?
Yeah, I think so. It's interesting. You know, I think it's just to a certain point, track doesn't matter too much, but Chase ain't gonna let me run higher than him, so he kept moving up when I moved up. So it's interesting for sure. See how what the limitations are.
All right, buddy. Thanks for your time. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Everyone pitted except Chase Briscoe, who will take the wave around to get back on the lead lap. Austin Cindric, stage 1 winner.
My apologies for not muting the commercials. They weren't on commercials when I left. So, apologies for the ear rape of bad music. Pit stop's going to win the race, I'm telling you. Starving, as Bono would say. I was one of the starving children. What was I going to say? I had something really important to say. Drawing a blank now. Like Patrick with the thing of milk spills in his head. I saw a clip from the Conan O'Brien show that made me laugh. It was Triumph the Insult Comic Dog again, and it was just after 9/11. And they were like, Triumph the Insult Dog, he's going around New York City trying to be nice. Because, you know, all the stuff going on in this world, he's trying to be nice. And it's like Triumph going around pretending to be nice to people and, like, struggling to do it. And he's, like, hanging out with Jerry Springer, and Jerry's telling him about all these stupid Broadway plays he's seen. And remember Triumph's catchphrases. He'll always say, oh, this is very good for me to poop on. He's sitting there, and Jerry Springer's like, oh, they're wonderful. And Triumph goes, I'm sure they're all very good. And then a little thought bubble pops up, and it's got Triumph with devil horns going, for me to poop on, for me to poop on, for me to poop on. And he, like, turns and looks at the thought bubble, and he's like, I'm sure they're all very good. For me to poop on, for me to poop on. He sees Al Roker. Hey, everybody, it's Al Roker. Hey, Triumph, how you doing? You don't suck and you're not fat. And he walks away. And then he's like, he rides past the playground in New York City. Hello, kids. Stay off the pipe. Sees an old guy. Happy Christmas. I said Happy Christmas, you old fuck. Said, oh, the poop going on in the world. We must be nice to each other. I wish I had Kyle Busch's pit crew if I was a race car driver. I tell you what I don't have is a fast pit crew in NASCAR 2005. How do I buy my own team, upgrade the pit crew, and they still suck? Thanks. There's only like a couple of racetracks where I don't lose time on pit road and have to make it all back up. Kenny Wallace, number 36. Damn. Yeah, they're local. Oh my God, it's the Herminator.
This week, Kenny brings the fun.
The Herminator's back.
Former Busch Series, Cup Series driver, former Speed TV personality, and now gentleman.
Have you been watching Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I love St. Louis. You know,
so good. Watch it.
St. Louis was the best.
If you love episode 3, watch it.
We don't want to land in St. Louis. I told you earlier today, Mike, they have finally landed. Man, what a great event. So proud. Traffic got in early.
Yep.
We're watching.
Yeah, I heard there were no traffic problems. Everybody bought their parking passes.
Entertaining them. Great job this morning. What a fantastic event that was.
You know,
I don't know. I think they'll do it one more time.
The promoter, Mike, he said, I want to go back to the old days. I want to get.
See, we're getting to a point where we have so many good tracks. Somebody's have to lose a race or two, or lose races altogether.
My brother Rusty and Mike, we had a really good time. There was a lot of people out there.
How'd you do in your modified last night? Runner up?
I think New Hampshire's going to go away. That's a predict. I think New Hampshire or Dover is going away. Hopefully not Dover. Fucking love Dover. Drivers love. They'll fight you. If you try to take Dover, the drivers will fucking rebel. They love Dover. So if we had to lose one, I'll lose New Hampshire for a year to go somewhere new. Nah, they were talking about turning Auto Club into a short track, but I bet they don't now because this new car raced really well at California, so they'll probably keep it the same.
9 car will be coming from the rear.
That makes too much sense.
Sounds like the left rear.
And it's cheaper to just keep Auto Club the way it is instead of knocking it down and making it a short track.
All right, we'll get an update on a couple of the Hendrick cars after we go green. Here they come to the Geico restart zone, and this sellout crowd is on their feet.
As hard as it was to pass out there that first stage, I think
Larson's up to 12th. Byron's up to 13th, but Chase, yeah, he lost spots.
3 wide and 4 wide on the opening start, and we're back to green.
Better pass them while you can get them. Ooh, boy. Blaney's had bad luck this year racing his teammates, by the way. I don't think anybody's been more frustrated by teammates this year than Ryan Blaney. But then again, his teammates are Cindric and Logano. Can you blame him? If those were with teammates like that, who needs fucking enemies?
I think it's a really racy corner, especially with new tires on.
I tell you who is going to give, and that's Ross Chastain. Now we're making the restart across the board. As Clip said all day long.
Thank God Jenny wasn't up there.
That's what Charlotte looked like. This is what Charlotte looked for like 5 laps straight.
Oh, that's tight.
See the momentum.
Blaney taking the lead from the outside.
Ryan Blaney might go to the point here.
First 8, all side by side.
Can keep it.
Lean on him, Blaney. He leaned on you. Oh, he is leaning on him. Woo! Kyle Busch caught up to them both when they both went up the track.
And these two, they're going to exactly what they did. Good job training out there.
Cindric let him go. Cindric let him have it. They saw Kyle coming. So Blaney's got the lead. Speaking of coming. Speaking of coming. Kyle Busch for second. To the inside of Cindric. Yeah, the stage is 95 laps. The first one was 45. Whoever made these fries at McDonald's needs a raise. They salted the shit out of these things.
Why would you insult the government?
Shout out to Bubba Wallace from McDonald's. I'm loving his sponsor today. I'm loving. I didn't realize I said that.
Clint, you mentioned it. They didn't get that left rear tight. They had to come back in.
Yeah, keep racing for seconds.
Exactly.
This is where
Cindric and Kyle Busch, and Blaney's just driving away.
Can get back up in the field.
Not Kyle Busch's best Snickers paint scheme, but pretty cool.
Goes into turn 3, knows he's loose. He feeds it right up to Kyle Busch's door, and we know the payoff is not going to be good. He leads off of him. He still wants it. He still wants it.
good for Blaine.
I got both my picks in the top 10, 6th and 9th.
Side to side down into these tight corners, especially turn 1.
He's well fucking
the grip level
Yeah.
there.
way.
The advantage goes to the outside. If you
feel like
can
every
stay
time
door
we
to
shoot
door and
it,
not get pushed up too much on the entry, you get that straight drive up off, chokes their bottom line up, and you can go home. Like what outside.
Ross Chastain really liked it. You see how high he was there, but look who's coming.
And Chase's picker just ruined this whole race for him.
Every session yesterday, except the final one of qualifying, Joey Logano making some progress. He's up to
Just
6th.
like Phoenix.
Really fast. He got around Ross Chastain.
Remember when Chase was going to win Phoenix?
Watch Ricky Stenhouse.
Chase was fast last week, too.
Let's go back and
Chase and Bubba had the best cars, I think, last week.
Man, he's been struggling, Mike.
And then the Suarez and Chastain got strong.
Oh, look at that, Ty Dillon.
Ooh.
He to the inside, so Stenhouse goes to the middle. Tries to shoot the middle.
Well, there was nowhere to go.
Shut the door on him there. Little contact.
It's been a rough go of it for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He's been languishing back in 28th position. Hasn't made any
So,
progress.
spicy crispy chickens from McDonald's.
At Stenhouse, he's got
Delicious.
it in the back. How are they gonna get up through him?
And all you need is the orange sauce they put on it. The spicy sauce. Oh,
Two-tire stop or a little bit of gambling.
fucking yummy.
You ever want some? I'll make it in the bathroom.
Now, Ross Chastain lost 2 spots to Paris Hamlin, and that creates an opportunity, perhaps.
Fucking
Logano,
hell,
this is 5th and 6th.
Dude, did you see that drunk paint scheme they're talking about for that Brad Perez guy? I set my
really
friends on
impressed with
fire.
right now, Clay, is we're seeing
The
Kyle
pink and
Busch,
white car. It's
drivers that
amazing.
made their first chassis change.
They're selling
now
like
you're
300
seeing Kyle
t-shirts.
Busch
So like,
over the
get these t-shirts sold 300 of them. We're
first
going to
chassis
sponsor
change
the car.
ever.
It's good.
These guys hit this racetrack.
What part of this?
Spicy crispy chickens from McDonald's. They're like
Imagine
$100 each, but they're really good.
Imagine not being able to put skull.
We watched Joey Logano hang the
I set
bottom
my
of this curb. I could put
Yeah, I know, right?
my left front on the curb and peel my front end around it and find
NASCAR said no more alcohol to, well, you can have alcohol sponsor, but no more tobacco and no more political sponsors,
Guys, you notice Kyle
Hey,
Busch
which I'm in favor of. Get rid of all political sponsors.
I'm not sure if NBC
He's
is.
changed what he's doing shifting.
Ugh.
He now is only downshifting once, getting into turns 1 and 2.
I would want my
I think
sponsor
that's
to be
enabling
like
them to just carry a little bit more momentum.
You get all the TV time
You
in the world,
downshift down
but
into third,
let
that's
down
going to
the
slow
car
your
all
car
day.
down even more.
Look at all
If
these
you
little
can
kids on
figure
this
out to
car.
get the car rotating, get back to the gas, and only shift once, should be
Oh,
faster.
Bad day for the
28th
Chases.
place, trying to work their way back up. Chase Briscoe and
If Briscoe
Chase
didn't get the free
Jason
pass, he
Briscoe
stayed out to
side
get the
by
waiver
side
round.
the last couple
I'm pretty
of
sure.
laps here.
Because him and Chase are racing for position, and Chase is on the lead lap.
Briscoe led the first 20.
Chase and Chase.
26 and Ryan Blaney.
I meant to say Briscoe and Elliott because they're both named Chase. I call Chase Elliott Chase. I call Briscoe Briscoe. So, when I say Chase, it's like Larson and Kyle Busch. I call Kyle Busch Kyle, and I call Kyle Larson Larson. So if I say Kyle, I'm talking about Kyle Busch. When I say dipshit, I'm talking about Joe Logano. Just so we're all clear. I think Dylan made the joke last week, and I stole it from him, that Denny Hamlin thought the Coca-Cola was 600 was 2 fingers because he backed right into that just like he likes.
Oh, I think that might have been something on the ship.
Yeah. Maybe a shit poster said that. I don't know, but it's a great joke. Elliott had to pit an extra time because they didn't get the wheel top. Hey, look, it's the Dr. Pepper commercial with not Prince.
Mm-hmm.
That's Dollar General Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the good Prince is just Dave Chappelle dressed as Prince.
I feel like Little Sweet is the alternate universe Ricky Stenhouse.
The same hot.
Like Ricky didn't make it in the NASCAR. So
He could have been a jockey. You guys ever see Trump, the insult dog, go to the beer convention? And he goes, "Hey, buddy, let me ask you, what beer goes best with a TV dinner and a broken marriage?" I am here at the beer convention, also known as the Distant Fathers Expo. So drinking beer like this is a lot like having sex with Madonna. It goes down the rough, doesn't taste very well, and there's way more yeast than you expected. Seriously though, I know I told y'all yesterday about Obi-Wan. I'm telling Anthony now, you gotta watch Obi-Wan. And yeah, Caution just came out.
Dude,
Ross Chastain spun Denny Hamlin.
Dude,
good.
I don't know what this is a reference to, but somebody said, did Michael just wall trip over a handicapped kid?
What? The grid walk, probably.
I don't. I'm sure he did.
Hamlin's tore up. If that knocked the toe link out of the rear, yeah, Hamlin's done. If that knocked the toe link out, he's done.
Okay, that's one down. One down.
I told Dale last week we was at the right. I'm gonna be because one of the first times we went, there was a guy that kept standing up in front of all.
Ross has been all over the back of Denny, and he finally.
Are you serious,
like this,
dude?
The whole
No.
race,
The one time I went to a race, a Charlotte race with Dale and his sister, there was some dumb drunk motherfucker who was standing in front of us doing this.
Tell him, Dale.
Like for 30 or 40 minutes straight.
I don't know what to tell you. Ross just run him over.
Good.
If I was Denny, I'd be pretty pissed off.
Fuck Denny.
I mean, yeah, I don't like Denny, but if I'm Denny, I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Who had the beef with Richmond? Was it Blaney?
Who what?
Who had the beef with Ross at Richmond? Was it Blaney?
Blaney was at Texas during the All-Star race.
Blaney and Ross? I feel like Ross had beef with somebody at Richmond.
Might have been Blaney. I think him and Blaney have had a couple
like
run-ins.
I don't know why.
Denny Hamlin pulled out of his pit stall.
I think Ross shifted up way earlier than Denny could have ever expected. Yeah, that's done. That's broke.
I'd be happy
now
if it was
watch the 17.
But that's one down.
Oh.
One down.
Getting turned by I think Michael McDowell.
Zane Smith cut across McDowell.
It don't matter. He's been running tonight.
Yeah.
Just finish the race. That's all you have to
busy place under car.
And keep the 17 car on 4 wheels.
And tell me what a bonus is.
It's still loose.
So yeah, he's gonna have to. He's done. So the whole rear end's broken.
Yeah.
But
eat shit, Denny.
Yep. One down.
Denny Hamlin is in the middle of his worst season ever, but he's still got 2 wins.
How?
Imagine that. Because if he outside of those 2 wins, he has not had a good race.
Go back and watch Richmond. A lap down under green flag. A fucking lap.
You think Hamlin did kind of get loose,
we
but
can
damn.
almost eliminate Denny, but not quite all the way.
Well, nah,
he's not gonna do nothing in the playoffs.
He's gonna make the playoffs because he won
But he's
Charlotte
not gonna
and
do
won
nothing.
Richmond.
Yeah,
So.
but it's like he had to win both of those races. Like really.
See, the thing is, you can't cross him out because he's got speed. They just keep getting wrecked or whatever.
Yeah.
Bad pit stops. He speeds on pit road, which is the Denny Hamlin special, as you know.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, the sandwich is so good.
He does do a lot of dumb crap. That is true.
Remember Tony Stewart's last win at Sonoma? People never talk about how hard Hamlin choked that last corner. Hamlin choked. You were here.
I think I remember it. Yeah.
Hamlin choked that last corner so hard.
Yeah.
People thought he did it on purpose to let Tony Stewart win.
Didn't he ever drive it?
He just missed the fucking entry, and the car, it didn't even wheel hop that bad, but his car kind of hopped a little bit, and he went wide, and Tony Stewart packed it down there and knocked the shit out of him.
Underneath him and went.
Well, Tony could have cleared him by a mile, but Tony made sure to wreck him to make sure he got away, because Tony was like, I never know if I'm going to win again. I got to take it. So Tony made sure to wreck Hamlin, and he said, I didn't have to wreck him. I just wanted to make sure.
I didn't have to wreck him.
And Hamlin wasn't even mad at him because Hamlin's like, I choked. I shouldn't have let you get back there. So, and Hamlin was like, it's also Tony Stewart, and you expect that from Tony, especially when he hasn't won in over 3 years and might not ever win again.
If that was me and I choked the last corner and Tony hit me,
I would
shake his hand. I'd be like, thank you for not.
I'd have done the Reddick and
my shit, but I expected that.
Reddick and Briscoe at Bristol, when Reddick should have punched Briscoe in the face, but just shook his hand. I was like, hey, it's whatever. You didn't mean to wreck me. But still, I'm the kind of guy. Even if you don't mean to do it, you did it. So fuck you. I'm that kind of guy. A lot of drivers are like that. Most drivers think that way. A lot of them will be nice about it and be like, hey, you got one coming. Other guys try to fight you over it. And then every now and then, one will just shake your hand and say, I know you didn't mean to do it. No big deal. Mark Martin was like that. Junior was like that. And guys were like that with Mark Martin and Junior because they know they're not going to run you over on purpose. No. And Junior talked about he wrecked Ryan Newman 3 years in a row at Atlanta doing the same fucking thing, and Newman never got mad. Newman was like, I know you didn't mean to do it. We're cool. But when you have a reputation, when you're a Ross Chastain, I'm sure Denny's going, who the fuck hit me? Fucking Ross. Oh, yeah, he's pissed because it's Ross, and Ross has a reputation. Larson and Kurt Busch almost hit. Look at that. Ooh. How close that crew guy is to getting run over.
Oh! Did you see him move his foot at the end?
Oh.
Did you see that, Anthony?
He was about to lose that foot.
Dude, he moved his
He was about to lose it.
This pit road's not safe.
To lose that foot.
He done that shit on purpose.
Coming green, Kyle Busch has chosen the outside.
All right, Joey.
Oh!
Logano takes the lead. Chase stayed out. Chase and Joey Logano stayed out.
Damn it, Joey.
I got money on him, though.
This front row fucking kills each other.
We had some cars stay out.
Oh,
Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott.
Take all the gift cards out, Ross.
damn it.
Kyle Busch takes the lead.
You want to be a fucking moose, you're going to wreck everybody.
Yes.
Be a fucking moose.
Just a short while ago was back down pit
Fucking
Yeah, he just stayed out there on those.
Stop racing each other and get up there to Kyle, damn
The
it.
22 is passing the 1. Chastain's been trying to pass everybody, so this is new for Ross.
Woo. Sandwiches were spicy. I'm feeling it. But to prove to you what a man I am, I'm not drinking anything until I'm done.
Stage break lap
I'm
48.
just going to pull for some iron nose right behind. Michael without 7.
Well, hey, Chase Elliott is 6.
And plummeted. He was on the front row and he plummeted.
Oh, come on, Ryan. Get around Ross. Get around him.
Joey.
I'll defend Ross. Yeah, he runs people over, but if you run him over, he don't complain because he's like, I've done it before.
Clint, is something going wrong with Ross Chastain? He's lost 2
Oh.
He's the anti-Joey Logano.
Yeah.
Ross Chastain. He races like Joey, but he's not a hypocrite.
You guys were talking about the incident between the 1 and Ross Chastain and the 11 and Denny Hamlin. I just checked in with the team owner for Ross Chastain, Justin Marks, and he said he hasn't heard anything. They haven't said anything on the radio. There was no ill will. He thinks there's maybe something happened to the 11.
So they're thinking maybe he didn't run Denny over. Denny's car might have broke before that. So that's why Denny didn't say nothing. It just looked to me like Ross run him over. Well, let's watch Denny in the corner again.
You see Denny Hamlin, he checks his mirror. There's a lot of room. Then all of a sudden, whoa, what's this all about? So either the 11 got loose.
Missed a shift or something. I don't know.
He did slow up.
In my opinion, Ross Chastain really.
And I mean, remember, Ross ain't the best to see it.
His handle's going away, but I don't know. I think this one's going to.
Ross is struggling now.
We'll read about it during the week.
Two best friends battling for the lead. I love seeing two guys I don't like hate each other, much like Ty Gibbs and Noah Gregson.
Now, guys, I will say this. I've been looking at the data, and Ross Chastain did get on the brakes just before he got into the back of the 11, so he was trying to stay off.
So Ross did not mean to do it.
Right now, Chastain is on much older tires than the cars he's racing.
I'm glad the broadcasters have access to that data so we can know.
Thank you, Larry Mack.
Larry Mack coming through with the clutch again. Ross was on the brake when he hit Denny Hamlin.
The day I don't have Larry Mack telling me something on TV, I'm
There's
just
so much data now, you can't get away with nothing.
Is that Kenny Wallace laugh? Ain't heard that in a while.
And then they'd also ask you, did you run wide open? You say, yeah, I did. But you really didn't, and nobody knew any better, right?
You could get away with a lot back then. You can't get away with nothing now.
That's the car
Place here. Christopher
Yeah.
Bell and Byron.
Byron.
Seeing a lot of cars slip.
Damn, Byron missed the groove there.
Damn, Byron.
He ain't got a good car.
I think these guys are.
That's
struggling
crazy.
on
You
two
can't pass
tires.
one car, but you get loose in those 3 spots.
And for fourth place,
Drivers hate that shit because everybody's like on edge, and if you fuck up once, you're like, God damn it, because now you can't pass them back.
Oh,
Ross and Cindrus doored each other down the back.
Okay.
Just a footnote with Denny Hamlin. I'm pretty good friends.
Ross is loose. You don't want to be on the outside of Ross Chastain right now. He's really loose. He is battling a loose race car.
He likes to earn that.
Ooh, man, he's trying to hang on that quarter panel to stay with him.
And he's running around about 2 seconds off the pace, and it's probably getting even worse. His attitude with the wrecked race car.
10th place here.
Nice run by Eric Jones again.
So, Mike, if you're 2 seconds off the pace, will that one car eventually catch you?
Yes, if I do the math correctly, I'm saying it won't be long.
I'm not surprised.
And that means he has to pass him.
Hamlin is 3 laps down. 1 car out of the race. Corey LaJoy just went to the garage.
Corey LaJoy's out?
That issue was on the number 7.
Who cares? Sorry, Corey.
Harvick working on Eric Jones. This is for 11th. Jones restarting 8th, Harvick 10th, both with new tires.
Watch his driving style, Kenny. This is so awesome. He turns that wheel, saws on it more than anybody.
Damn, that's fucking
Pretty
cool.
early downshift.
Look at that boomer go. See, senior citizens aren't totally useless. They can drive race cars. As you can see in the 4 right now, Kevin Harvick.
Way early. Got it slowed up.
Clint, this is the first time we've ever seen heavy race cars with a lot of power. So that's why I believe the outside group is preferred. You know, we'd have the Xfinity cars that, you know, they'd run lower with less power.
And let me correct, Larry informs me Harvick did
Bring the Xfinity Series back to Gateway.
He got fuel only to gain track position, no tires.
I don't care if Cup ever races there, but I like watching Xfinity race there.
He started 20th. He's made his way up toward the top 10, and we expect this out of Harvick. And watch him close today.
Well, teams just like the Thor and Kevin Harvick, Rodney Childers, you're looking for.
I can't believe Denny's still running. I thought that car was totally broken. Denny's still out there.
When that happened, certainly changed the game for a lot of folks. I think the biggest benefactor was the 9.
Lapped by his teammate Kyle Busch.
Right back in the game.
And the 8 of Tyler Reddick, remember he had thought he had a vibration and a tire.
You see 2 guys get side by side in front of you, you got to take a chance today.
Stage 2 contest on the Fox Bet.
Got to take a chance.
Where will our pole sitter be at the end of stage 2? Right now, Chase Briscoe is 24th.
And Chase Briscoe is back in the game after that flat tire.
Briscoe is on the lead lap and still fast. So, we'll see.
The front row cars there, or rather they're exhausted doing outside the front row car of rookie Todd Gilliland.
Are y'all going to say it or me?
Go ahead.
Okay. The 11 is waiting on Ross Chastain.
I don't think he is.
Here we go.
Yes, he might be.
Here we go.
Oh, boy. Oh, he is. He was waiting on him.
It was a show.
Okay, he did wait on him. And then he overdrove the corner trying to get to Ross to take him out. That's why Hamlin went. Okay, so Hamlin is mad.
Is that it?
Somebody show him the data.
Is he not going too slow?
Yeah, he might not, he might have just went back out there just to do that. So, and he missed. So, credit to Hamlin. If you're mad, at least Hamlin didn't hook him down the backstretch and wreck him head on the wall.
How is he not too slow?
Oh, he's coming in now. He missed Ross, so he's going to pit now.
In the corner, they felt like they had just gotten run into is all that took place. And based on Denny's reaction, I'd say that that's how he feels.
Good call, Kenny Wallace. He saw it coming.
Sure did.
Ross just said, you want to settle that after the race? Come on, Denny. Now, Denny's in the right here. He should be mad. I hate to say it because I don't like Denny. I like Ross better. So, I don't blame Denny for doing what he did. I'd have kept him in the damn grass if I was Denny. I'd have run him through the grass. And then he's trying to shoot through the corner and hit him. So, yeah, Denny doesn't know that Ross didn't mean to do that. And like I said, you get hit from behind, you just get hit from behind. You don't know. And it's Denny's team's not doing a good job of letting him know.
No,
I hate when teams do that.
Assholes.
I hate when. Remember Larson Spotter at Kansas with Kurt Busch? He just fucking wrecked you. And Kyle Larson goes, no, he didn't. It's like, calm down. It was just racing. He never touched me. Spotters will do shit like that. A total mistake. Oh, that motherfucker, he's out to get you. You better go wreck him.
Oh, yeah, like Darlington.
Yeah.
The radioactive on that. Joey Spotter the whole time. You know what to do, bud. Go get him.
Yeah.
And then you get closer and closer. Spotter's like, all right, you know what to do. It was like literally, I feel like 90% of the reason is because a guy in your ear is going to do it. Do it.
It is.
Do it.
And I hate the moment you're already mad and you got somebody pumping you up. And you're like, yeah, fuck this guy. That's what just happened with Denny. If I was a spotter, I would do everything I can to make my driver be calm. I'd be like, looks like he just got loose. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to rile him up.
I couldn't ever be a driver.
I got temper. I probably couldn't either.
My level of attitude would be like, if I was Denny Hamlin in this race, I would wreck Joey and be like, was that on purpose? That's how petty I would be. No. I'd be like, you think I hit your crew guy on purpose? Was that on purpose?
Yeah, I've got too much of a temper to be a driver in NASCAR. I have way too much.
And like I've told Dale, ever since the Darlington race, They say wait till the best time to get him back. Not me. I'm gonna wreck you every fucking race I got a chance.
That's exactly.
So you're gonna do the Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Bodine thing.
Every single time I get to you, you're done. Every time until NASCAR is just like. All right.
I've always said what I would do. I wouldn't wreck them every time, but you can do things to make their life suck on the racetrack. Mirror drive. Every time they're catching you, mirror drive them. Just stay. Ooh, that'll piss them off like no other. And when they try to get by you, block them. Aggressively block, mirror drive. You ain't got to wreck somebody to piss them off.
Like
no, you don't. You don't.
Like Denny did, Ross.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, how's that inside wall looking? We're getting closer and closer. See, now here's the thing. What if Ross is like, all right, fuck you, and goes hard?
I'm surprised Ross didn't just turn back right and spin him there.
Yeah.
As soon as he started getting run down to the grass, I'd have been like Dale Jr. with Brian Vickers at one time. Vickers fucking body slams Jr. in the grass, and Jr. goes, all right, fuck you, and turns hard right, and unfortunately wrecks the whole field. And everybody got mad at Jr. about it. Oh, Jr.'s a fucking asshole. Jr. just thinks he can do whatever he wants. Why, did you not see Brian Vickers put the motherfucker in the grass? By the way, if you want to get me mad about something that happened a decade ago, bring up the 2009 Daytona 500, how everybody was bitching about Junior. He shouldn't have done that. He should be part. He should be spinning. Brian Vickers put him in the fucking grass.
For no reason.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
fuck you.
Brian
It's
Vickers.
Brian Vickers' fault that wreck happened, not Dale Jr.'s. I'm still mad about it to this day because of the way everybody, Kyle Busch, Jeff Burton, the announcers in the booth, Brian, everybody talked about Junior after that. Oh, that was unprofessional. Blow me. But it certainly set the tone for Dale Jr.'s 2009. Not in a good way.
Michael McDowell restarted 9.
These guys are taking advantage of this new car.
That don't make any sense.
McDowell's had a lot of good runs lately. He'll be good. I bet he'll get a top 10 at Sonoma next week too, Michael McDowell. Prop bet, Michael McDowell, top 10 at Sonoma.
This is Tyler Reddick as crew chief in the 18.
He's done it before.
Season together in the Cup Series.
No, he got dumped
races,
by
5
Suarez.
second place.
Oh, yeah, he did.
No, he wrecked
this
Suarez.
year. And in 2019, not only in the Xfinity
No, Suarez
Series,
wrecked
they
him,
won 6 races
if I remember correctly.
But they won the championship. Numbers like that could be the subway right.
Suarez and McDowell have history because they got into it in qualifying at Phoenix.
You know how Christians are.
5 times a runner-up so far. I think Harry Gant.
They got into it at Phoenix during qualifying. Remember? And Suarez came up to McDowell to just be like, hey, man, what was that? Like, just talk. McDowell fucking grabs him and starts shoving him. Suarez put him on his ass in the middle of pit road. Yeah, how is Denny Hamlin maintain? He's going to get Ross again. NASCAR, hello. How has NASCAR not been like, all right, Denny, you proved your point. Fuck off.
5 laps. He's been
Every
back
night in
twice.
Wisconsin.
Here you go.
They don't have
It's
time
coming.
to be wrecking each other. So these drivers have
Usually when
to
something like this happens, NASCAR steps in. They'll let you do the first thing of like, show the guy you're mad. You start doing this. That's when NASCAR's like, all right, knock it off.
This is going to get ugly because if he raced Ross,
We're
Ross
going
ain't
to see
going to
Ross
do nothing
Chastain
but
race
fucking
for his
straight
first championship.
Yeah.
You're also going to see the 11 racing for his first championship. He will.
How has NASCAR not told Denny to bring it in? I wonder if they have and he just ain't done it.
He's going.
There's Blaney.
Because he wants to catch Ross. So why is it okay for Denny to do this, but Bubba got screwed over last week?
See how Denny handles that.
We are intensely watching.
So we're watching Denny Hamlin
Listen to this.
run half speed, waiting for Ross Chastain again. Yeah, see what I just told you. NASCAR said, all right, knock it off. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Yeah, right.
What did I tell you, though? The second time is when NASCAR goes, knock that shit off. If I'm Ross, I'm going to wreck you first. Fuck you. I know Ross fucked up and spun him out.
What do you think?
Kind of.
Go to the bottom, Ross.
Here it is. Cross him over.
Dump it.
Denny's parking it on the bottom right in front of him.
This is good.
He's breaking.
Definitely
What?
messing with him.
Held him up about as long as he could.
He didn't wreck him, at least.
To quote the great Dale.
How about these quotes there, Denny?
Hey,
How is he?
How has Denny Hamlin not been black flagged?
Wait till the last race of the year when it really hurts.
Well, that's what I was alluding to earlier.
Look at Justin Marks. That's the car owner of Ross. Well, one of them. Pitbull's the other.
Ought to be there. Hey,
if I was like a diehard Bubba
fan,
I'd be fucking raging.
You know, I mean,
after last week.
At the end of the day,
Give it up to Ross for turning the other cheek and not just getting him the fuck out of the way. Oh, Blaney blew a tire. Caution. Left rear tire on Blaney's car.
Oh, great. And you know what? You just won another lap down.
Oh, Blaney.
Lap 66.
Now Denny can just roll up to him under caution and do something.
You guys reckon Denny?
Definitely one of the cars, just like you said, took 2
He's
tires.
going to do something. He's going to do something.
35 and last one was 27.
I'm just stunned that they didn't park Denny Hamlin.
How is he not black flag?
They warned him, but they didn't do nothing else.
Adjustments, air pressure accordingly. Cleaned up some of this, but again, left rear tire, you see Ryan Blaney go around.
Same as Briscoe for Blaney.
Does a nice job hanging on to it best he could. Long slide.
He saved it, though. He did save it.
That ass end's really strong.
Yeah, that's a really strong part of the car.
A
As long as the rear diffuser's not busted.
Either low air pressure or excess cam.
No, they are. Like, they can take a bit of a hit.
The damage is done to these tires, Goodyear says, in the first lap or two of a run, but doesn't manifest itself until 20 or 30 laps later.
Somebody said, much like everything else in Denny Hamlin's career, he choked it. He couldn't even wreck somebody right.
Twice. Not just once, twice.
Bubba 13. Yay.
Oh, good job, Bubba.
Hard to get those cars as low as they are. Get them jacked up so you can get the wheel off. Finally got it up high enough. Away he goes.
Dan Wizard will have that back end buffed right out Monday morning.
Again, you know, you wonder, having a lot of complaints, you know, what's the deal with these tires? That's a little bit.
Don't worry.
I'm going to say the team's
Mustacheless Hulk Hogan's not real. He can't hurt you.
And there's speed in that. There's grip in that. As hard as you can, as close as you can. That's racing.
It's when the Dungeon of Doom shaved his mustache.
Imagine should pit here are those that stayed out on the last caution, which would be.
They're working on Denny's car again.
Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott. There were 4 other drivers that took fuel only.
See, I dislike Denny so much, I hate that he's right. Denny's in the right here. Ross is the one who fucking wrecked him.
Joey Logano second right now. Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, but in my opinion, if you're going to wreck somebody, wreck them. Don't stop on the track.
After ending up at the wall and
That's some Kevin Harvick shit Denny Hamlin just did.
Come on, man.
5 laps down.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, be a man about it.
You literally got to stop. What is that going to do?
No, I think they'll all be coming like that was 25 laps, and you can make it.
I got Radman said. He said, I'd laugh my ass off if Denny just went out there all day long and slowed Ross up every time he called him. That's some long-term trolling. You want that instant payoff of wrecking somebody, not just go fucking troll somebody all day. Yeah. Passive-aggressive.
Fuck you, NASCAR. Fuck you, Ross. Fuck you, everybody.
Denny Hamlin's passive-aggressive. I can respect that. McDowell the leader. Reddick second. Almirola third. Bell fourth.
Denny Hamlin's already on pit road, making further repairs.
So that's the one good thing. The only good thing about a race where tires don't wear is if you get a lot of cautions, you get a lot of situations like this.
Well, Joey Logano on the turn 4 end of pit road because they were going to have it opening on the pit box. Very important for
Now, another thing to watch for is later, if Denny's still out there, and it's Ross versus another Gibbs car for the win, oh, Denny's going to do whatever it takes to fuck Ross over there. Or if it's Bubba or Kurt that's out there racing Ross for the win. Denny Hamlin will talk shit. He's not always correct in the things he says, but he'll be the first to run his mouth after a race about somebody.
Yep, about somebody or something.
He once said that Brad Keselowski was a nobody and wouldn't be around in a couple of years. He's still here and he won a championship.
Yeah, you were wrong about that.
Yeah.
7 drivers
Poor Blaney.
Yeah.
Poor Blaney. And poor me, I'm out of chicken.
It's the fucking good guys that keep blowing tires and wrecking too.
Yeah, it's never a Logano or a Hamlin or a Kyle Busch. It's always
nope.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really good sauce, whatever the hell it is. Words of Ricky Bobby. Powerades, Mystic, Mountain blueberry. Actually, it's mixed berry, but whatever. It's blue. And it's fucking delicious. Does your Dollar General have these now? Because ours have. They're only $1. I really shit myself, dude. Walked down that stupid summer aisle that nobody goes on, and that's where we had them hidden. And I was like, what the fuck? What? And I immediately like grabbed them all off the shelf and was like, quick, ring me up. I need my Powerades. I buy like 3 or 4 a day, so now my fridge is actually full. It's a beautiful sight. I buy 3 or 4 Powerades every day I work. Especially because I'm off the next 3 days. I need it. I've worked 6 out of the last 7. Do they ever make you close and then come back in and open the next day?
Mm-hmm. I've had to do it.
I hate that so much. I have to do it like once a week. No more than once a week, or sometimes I'll go a week without having to do it. But God, I hate that shit. Especially after this past week when I was working 6 to 7 and I had to do it right in the middle of that. I wanted to fucking hang myself. In the words of the water boy, excuse me, I'm just going to go hang myself. That's what I felt like. And then when I heard the guys broke in and my manager calls it, please tell me we're not going in. Please tell me we're not going in. So just come in at 9. I was like, fuck. Like, okay, whatever. But in the back of my head, when I saw her name pop up on my phone this morning, I got excited. I was like, ooh. And I didn't even know we'd been broken into yet. Seriously, stream people, you haven't lived until you've been able to have the pleasure of denying a meth head cigarettes. Because we don't have any. Somebody broke in and stole them all. Oh, it's hilarious. They get all upset. It's like, well, it ain't my fault. I would say it's meth heads breaking into Dollar General, but whoever's breaking into these Dollar Generals is really smart.
Wait, somebody broke in?
Yeah, so the story I've heard from my store manager goes, this guy started, I think, in like Gastonia, and has made his way all the
across
way up
North
here.
Carolina.
Like literally, like almost every Dollar General.
He's waging war on Dollar General.
He's like broke into, and he's finally made it to Dale's, which means the next one he has to hit his mine.
I don't think he can hit y'all's because y'all's right in the middle of fucking town. The cops will be there in like a minute.
I mean,
why would I not just hit the bank you're beside?
Anyway, we got Reddick and McDowell front row.
10 cars on this restart stayed
10 cars stayed out. Reddick, McDowell, Amarola, Bell, Jones, Harvick, Kurt Busch, Suarez, Todd Gilliland, and Ty Dillon.
Kurt Busch and Suarez, Gilliland, and Ty Dillon. Free pass again to Josh Balicki.
Clusterfuck City, 40 laps to go in the stage.
Damn, McDowell.
Great launch by McDowell.
Damn.
Reddick's going to fall into a 3 wide here with Bell and Almirola. There it is.
Oh, God.
Almirola around the outside.
Reddick, stop. Please stop. Calm down. Thank you.
Almirola's going to lead this race. I think he can beat McDowell. He can get around McDowell here. Oh, Chase Elliott just spun off a 4. And Bubba just spun. Didn't hit anything. Oh, Chase got hit a little bit by Harrison Burton. Bubba's fine.
Looks like Bubba and Chase are
Caution's
fine.
out. I think Bubba's definitely fine. I'm worried about Chase. Chase got some damage.
Shit.
Did Ross do it again? Uh-oh. Ross again? Oh, boy.
You mean the car that is right up Chase Elliott's left rear?
No. Well, Chase kind of crowded him. They were 3 wide. I'm not going to get mad or blame Ross on that.
That happened at 600 last week.
Chase came down a little bit.
I mean, what are you supposed to do when you're 3 wide like that? You can't do nothing.
But I know it's a bad look for Ross because it's like, you again? And all the other drivers are going to see that and go, oh, him again.
It was a squeeze.
I mean, Ross is in the middle of that.
Yeah, he's in the middle. He had nowhere to go. He got fucked by that, too, a little bit.
Yeah, like, what do you want Ross to do?
I was just checking up, trying to miss the wreck.
I can't believe Chase didn't
Chase said that started the corner before. He said Ross did hit him the corner before, so Chase is pissed. So now Ross is pissed off somebody else you don't want to piss off.
Damn it, Ross.
Oh, Ross is having an eventful day. He's making this race fun.
Yes, he is.
Ross Chastain is pure entertainment.
I hope he wins.
So that's the rest of the story, right? You heard Eddie DeHunt say, it got into us getting into one and then
remember when Byron and then he showed his ass?
Yeah.
What
Martinsville. Yeah.
Bubba went to do his burnouts and then he parked his car in front of him after the race and started fucking burning his tires down.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
For once, I get to say this. Good camera work, Fox.
Spinning sideways on the middle of the pack like that.
After yesterday, we needed that.
That's going to get wild, and wild it did.
Jamie?
And it's surprising, too, Michael, that the 9 didn't get more damage than he did. You saw him sideways with multiple cars having contact with him. He came on the radio, obviously not happy with the 1, but the 9 said,
get in line. If you're not happy with the 1 car, get in line.
And that is an area where the
line's getting longer. Yeah, Chase can come back from this.
Oh, Chase is fine.
Mike McDowell still your leader.
The wheels look straight on Chase's car, so he should be all right.
As Ross Chastain gets into Chase Elliott.
Man, that Ross. Could be a race to forget, depending on how it ends up for him. At least his cautions are giving Denny time to simmer down.
If he's even simmering down at all.
Nah.
He probably isn't, but you never know, maybe.
Radman said, who pissed off Ross this morning? Damn.
Yeah, Ross is starting to show his ass a little bit.
And now he's committed the unpardonable sin of pissing off Chase Elliott, who is the new NASCAR Jesus in our post-Dale Jr. era. He's got all the psycho fans now, so Ross going to have to hear about that for the rest of his fucking life.
Eddie DeHunt said that kid needs an ass.
Yeah, I just read that.
Yeah, Ross is starting to show his ass a little too much. This isn't really what I wanted him to do.
He's on a watermelon rampage.
The Enjoy Illinois 300 in St. Louis. Frost looking like Brad today.
Should be sponsored by Wayne's World if it's in Illinois. Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
Denny's gonna learn you don't fuck with the farmer.
He's already learned that once today.
Oh, they just told Chase. Oh, Chase's crew chief, Alan Gustafson, just said, if we get a chance, let's not mess it up like the 11 did. So they're saying if you get a chance to wreck Ross and make it count, don't do like Denny did. So now Chase is gunning for Ross, and his crew chief is encouraging it.
And Chase isn't a total dumbass like Denny.
Chase knows how to fuck you over. I've seen him do it.
Yeah.
He knows how to fuck people over. Denny's not. So I said, wow, Elliott and Hamlin have found something they can bond over. Oh, and they told Chase, by the way, the one's pitting with us, so he's starting near us.
Uh-huh.
They've told him that he's going to be near Ross already when they go back
Citrus
racing here.
Peach, Powerade Zero.
I ain't had that flavor yet.
It's good.
Ooh.
Citrus Peach.
Is that what the orange one is?
That's what this one is.
So that's a different kind of
That
orange
looks
one.
like the orange, though. The
kind
liquid
of.
in the bottle.
I got to try me
I've
some of
seen
that.
It's good.
Discovering a new flavor of sugar-free Powerade is like discovering a new, I don't know, kind of porn you've never seen before.
Dude, if I go to the store and the orange one that I've seen the whole time is not orange flavored, I'm kind of going to be pissed. That's why I haven't even looked at it.
I love the idea of peach. I love peach-flavored shit.
Orange
so.
is okay.
And this is good because it's not overpowering peach. It's like
you
a
tried
light
the fucking
peach.
red?
The
That red Powerade?
Oh, I haven't tried that.
You know, Chris, Ross kind of has that Dale Earnhardt quality to him, where Ross or Dale Earnhardt would both be the first one to say, what are you squeezing me down for? Like when Earnhardt fucking nearly killed Darrell Waltrip in the All-Star race in that car I got right there. And Darrell Waltrip's like, what the heck was that, man? And he says, Dale looked there and goes, what was you doing going 3 wide on me? Shouldn't don't get down on me like that. I bet you won't do it again. And Darrell said, I couldn't even talk. I was just like, you wrecked me. Like, what the fuck? And Earnhardt was the one to be like, hey, fuck you. You shouldn't have been there. That's how Ross is, honestly. And I know it's taboo to compare anyone to Earnhardt, but that personality, Ross has kind of an Earnhardt-esque personality and the way he races.
Fucking Joey.
Now, Joey, don't ever say Joey's like Earnhardt, because Earnhardt wasn't Two-Faced.
I'm talking about the aggressiveness.
Well, yeah.
The fuck you.
Kyle Petty was the one.
I don't give 0 fucks what you think about
Kyle Petty was the one that made the Joey Dale Earnhardt comparison. It made me go, cringe a little bit. But I think the Ross Dale Earnhardt comparison. So hey, boomers.
What they do in terms of driving.
Yeah. Hey, boomers, I'm comparing somebody to Dale Earnhardt. Feel free to lynch me, but Ross Chastain's the closest thing to Dale Earnhardt we have personality-wise on the track.
Overall.
On the track, personality-wise, Ross Chastain is a fucking mirror image of Dale Earnhardt, period. I watched both of them race. I would know.
Junior's not like
Junior was the opposite of his dad.
He's more like Mark Martin.
Junior was a Mark Martin type. McDowell with another great restart there. Who just slapped some ass in the booth? You hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ross. Chase Elliott just put Ross up the track. And now Denny. Chase Elliott hit Ross Chastain, and then Denny drove by and hit him, too.
I love Chase's payback because you don't kill people, he just moves.
And Denny said, yeah, me too. Everybody's fucking with Ross now. He earned it. And I just said, yeah, he's still got to pass Denny now because Denny's in front of him again. Denny's running down to the apron again.
Tell you what, this is a show.
This is outstanding shit right here.
Come on.
Running wide, Denny. Now I'm kind of cheering for Denny to just fuck with it.
Dump him.
Denny Hamlin is just blocking and jamming the brake and not even going fast.
Where the hell are they running?
Ross, dump him.
This is fucking hilarious. I love this. So you having fun? I'm having fun. And Almirola's going for the lead on Michael McDowell. Not that anybody cares because we're too busy watching this. Denny just hit the brakes on him again.
Why is Ross not
Ross, you've got to spin him. If you want to get around him, you're going to have to spin him out. He's not going to let you go.
Come on, dude. Dump his ass.
They're telling Denny they might park him if he doesn't pick up the pace.
Funny when they're like, Ross, you ain't making minimum speed. You're black flag.
Is Denny letting him go now? No, he's not. And Ross just got tight because he tried to run high.
They ain't even close to anybody.
I know Denny's back. Ross is almost a lap down at this point. Ross is halfway down the backstretch, and McDowell just across the start-finish line in the lead. This is amazing. Why'd you cut away from that? Why would you cut away from that? Fox. Oh, yeah, because Ross has to go. Denny knows what he's doing.
He's going to get Ross blind.
He's going to try to make Ross get parked.
Exactly, Michael. Thank you.
And when that happens, I'm going to do that. Michael McDowell do that.
Yeah.
Not only that, but by that logic, Denny should have been black flag like a while ago.
Yeah. Because Denny was in an accident as well.
Yeah.
So here's the restart. Chase restarted right behind Ross in the corner.
Just instantly hit him.
And just drove up his ass. Sent him. And hit him again in the center of the corner.
That's why you don't poke the bear.
That's why I like Chase.
And then Denny's like, fuck you too. I love it.
I'm going to move you and I'm going to
Like Chase did to Harvick at Bristol. Didn't wreck him. Just blocked the fuck out of him.
He rode right by him and caused a tire road. Didn't wreck him or nothing.
Chase is an expert at low-key paybacks. Ask Harvick. Because he fucked Harvick over at Bristol so bad. Didn't even touch him either. Just stayed in front of him. Blocked him the whole damn time.
I'm sure Harvick hasn't fucked with him since.
Now Harvick wrecked him at the Roval.
Oh.
But then Chase came back out and was about to wreck him, and Harvick got scared and overdrove the corner and crashed himself because he saw Chase behind him. So Chase didn't have to wreck him then either. But Chase was gonna. He said it on the radio all day. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. And he was about to do it, and Harvick missed the corner because he was scared.
The damage. The 22 got into the 5.
Very good.
Larson and Logano are going at it, they just said. Larson's a bit of a pacifist, too. He races hard, but he's a pacifist. I take it Denny and Ross have gotten away from each other if we're not showing it.
If he's going to retire or not, he's such a great race.
Chris said I'd be mad too if I spun every week. It was a little bit of a squeeze on Chase's part, but at the same time, Ross, come on, man, you're going 3 wide through the middle.
Wind solves everything.
Ross was in the middle, though.
Yeah.
We'll see him here again.
It's more reputation than Chase saw who hit him and got mad. That's what I was saying before. I'm like, if Denny looks up and goes, who hit me? Ross? Oh, fuck that guy. Same thing as if Joey hit somebody. Who hit me? The 22? Fuck him.
Yeah, and even with Denny, it's like Ross was on the brake trying not to hit him, but it's Ross.
Yep.
So what's people going to do?
Almirola still, McDowell's still leading this race.
That shows you how bad this
is. Yeah, a little bit.
I hate to say that, but if anything should tell you, it should be Michael McDowell holding the lead and nobody getting
well,
past the pass.
you know, if you can't get it done in a fix,
So it's the perfect day for an Austin Dillon win, is what you're saying. Like when Austin won Texas during the pandemic.
I think I'm saying that this is like Texas. Tires don't matter.
Yeah, tires don't matter.
They don't seem to matter.
I want to be the leader on the last restart.
Can you believe this race is almost halfway over after last week was 6 hours?
And why the fuck is BK in 14th?
Good for Brad. He's got a lot of gateway experience in Xfinity.
No, I mean, I'm just saying it's kind of weird. You know, it's just like, what's he doing up here? Get the fuck back in the 20s.
That's a mystery to me.
Right behind him, Blaney, who's also
That was my question. Why is Ty Dillon at 17?
He stayed out. Ty Dillon was like
back in play. Larry.
Yeah, Michael, I mean, Mike, what's more impressive about what Michael McDowell and his 34 cars doing is,
Never gonna see a tag team effort between two guys to fuck over somebody else that pissed them off during the race.
I think Denny was like, oh, I'm going to get him into one, and then Chase just...
I wonder if Ross had like a half second to be, well, at least he's in front of me now, and then here comes Denny. It's like, ah, shit. It's like a horror movie.
Well, that's the point. You know, Kenny, you asked about it. You asked, hey, how...
Can't say I've ever seen anything like that happen in a race.
It's funny as hell.
You got to push the
But
envelope, and maybe that 34's got a little bit more air, less camber.
So here would be my question.
And it's so funny that nobody's even talking about how Michael McDowell and Eric Almirola are running 1-2. What timeline are we in?
You know what?
We've seen it, right? You've seen it at Kansas Speedway. We've seen it a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He did it to Harvick. Yeah. Larson and Harvick. Speaking of Harvick.
That's what Chase did. So why the fuck down and Harvick get up to him and just fucking break him until Larson blew by.
Yeah. And then Harvick tried to hook Larson as Larson went by, and he missed.
There's
and
a picture,
yeah.
dude. Larson is fucking like this going down the back stretch. Sideways.
Because Harvick tried to wreck him. And Larson didn't do nothing to Harvick. It was Chase. Well, Harvick started. He's the one who hit Chase, cut Chase's tire, passing him for the lead.
These boys are fighting hard right here. Logano got to the outside. It's interesting to see.
Well, Bill's fourth. It's hard to say how I did with my picks because you don't know who's got the best car because it's just whoever's up front is going to be up front. Yes, it's a strategy race. And I'm in fifth, and Joey's 11th. Bill's going to sneak up and win a race soon because he's been really close lately.
I don't know if I'm cranky or just old or something, but I don't like doing all that shifting. He's shifting better than most today.
Trust me, they don't like doing the shifting either, but they kind of have to do it. He's a road course guy. Yeah. I'm surprised Allmendinger's not doing better.
They finished 4 top 10s in the last 6. He's had more top 10s this season than ever before. Of course, Michael is a veteran in this series. He's already led more.
You hope Ross punches Hamlin. I want to see something after the race. Post-race could be interesting, unless everybody calms down between now and then.
I like how it died down in
2022.
We're halfway through the race, so this is a vacation compared to last week. Logano and Truex.
There's only got 11, Cowboy. Slow down.
It's coming, Clint.
Win and you might not get in? Wow. Michael McDowell out front as we go side by side.
We're doing the opposite of this field. We're going side by side. Ah, there's Brad and Harvick. Nashville. So they have 2 racetracks in Nashville, right? And NASCAR is running. Last year and this year they're running the 1 1/3 concrete oval. It's kind of like a Kansas or Chicago without progressive banking, and it's made of concrete and it's a little smaller. The other track they have is a 1/2 mile short track at the Nashville Fairgrounds. They're trying to bring that back, but the people that live in the area are like, yeah, race cars are too loud. We wouldn't need cars
I've heard you talk about that. Yep.
And I'm hoping that in a couple of years they do like 2 races in the same weekend and have one on the short track and one on the concrete oval.
Kurt going for 3rd.
That'd be cool. I hope Indianapolis gets to do that. I hope we have the Indianapolis road course race and run the Brickyard 400 on the same weekend. That needs to happen in the future. I'll give up Pocono for that because somebody would have to lose a date. Let's cut Pocono and do the Indy road course and the Brickyard 400 on the same weekend. Why not?
Damn, Kurt's got some speed.
That's my vote. See, I got all kinds of good ideas. And the Indy doubleheader and the Nashville doubleheaders need to happen in the future.
There's Dennis.
Plus, the teams love that. It saves them money. It's one less week they got to travel. Because by putting 2 races on the same weekend, you're cutting weeks off the schedule, which was the original idea when they had like both Poconos on the same weekend and both Michigans on the same weekend. Old Burt Cush. The Denny Hamlin, Michael Jordan cars are fast now because Kurt's been pretty consistent the last month and a half, and Bubba should have won Charlotte. Bubba could have won Charlotte. I won't say should have won, but Bubba could have won Charlotte. I believe that in my heart. And now Chase and Ross are back together.
I don't know that Chase will keep it going.
Yeah, Chase might just let it go. Just because he's in first doesn't mean I don't stand by what I said. I've said in the past McDowell doesn't belong in Cup. No, he doesn't belong in Cup. He's been here way too long and done too little.
Oh.
Did Chase just get spun? The 78 run over Chase when Ross took him 3 wide. Well, Ross is faster. He's got a better car than Chase. He has all day, and he went to pass Chase, and then Chase got run over by this fucking 78.
But I think now it ain't going to stop.
Yeah.
Because Chase is just going to...
Well, now I think Chase is mad at the 78, and he should be. What the fuck was that?
Why does everything happen in the fucking commercial?
At least you got to see it.
25 laps complete,
I guess.
and the hits just keep on coming, don't they? Here's the 9 of Chase Elliott. The 1 of Chase
Ross said, I'll go 3 wide again.
And what the fuck was BJ?
I don't know what the fuck BJ McLeod was doing there.
It's a heck of a day at sea, sir.
Whose idea was to put Michael and Kenny in the same booth? You're a genius.
We're having fun.
All right. We're going to hear from BJ McLeod on that one. We're talking about the spotters.
What are you going to do? You can't even keep up with him. You ain't going to put up with it. The fuck you mean? You going to run him down?
Inadvertent as cars slowed up in front of him.
This battle here.
Truex and Logano. Logano's not running well. He's actually struggling. Not even strategy-wise. Joey's struggling here. And Kurt Busch is trying to pass Tyler Reddick for third. Trying. Joey just passed Cindric. Truex is following him through.
Oh, not so quick. Tyler's going to dive deep in the corner.
It's way better than Martinsville.
Oh, this is going to suck.
Well, this is where the frustration gets.
Tyler Reddick's
he gets to the bottom of him, just like you were talking about, Kenny. But that outside line, you can't get up in front of him.
It's happened like the past couple races I've watched.
Caden, what did Michael McDowell ever do in all those Xfinity races he drove for Gibbs? Oh, yeah, nothing. That's why I've not cared for Michael McDowell. That and he's a douchebag.
Is it because his team's better, or is he learning to drive?
He's in that Matt DiBenedetto class of driver. Just not that good. But for some reason, they just fucking hang around for a long time. Paul Menard, Michael McDowell, Matt DiBenedetto, what's the difference? What's the difference? Oh, well, at least you're not Ty Dillon. Oh. Caution.
And he did not spin. He got a shot going into turn.
Who wrecked him? Who wrecked Bubba?
From Ricky Stenhouse.
Ricky Stenhouse wrecked Bubba. Because they can't pass, guys are moving each other and racing way harder and pissing each other off. And you're seeing what's happening. Oh, because it's Denny's car. Stenhouse just wrecked Denny's car. Denny owns a 23, remember? God, Denny must just be having a meltdown in the car. Look, Denny saw this too. Denny saw Stenhouse wreck his car. And he did. That's as dirty as it gets. That's unnecessary. That is so unnecessary by Stenhouse. And if I'm Denny, I'm going, you motherfucker.
This flat got run over.
Yeah, that's dirty as shit.
Third time we've seen it. Frustrations. Hard to pass here today.
This is going to be an interesting post race. I don't understand that. That was dirty as shit. That ain't right.
But they were able to stay out of the fence on, and these guys can race on. So
Stenhouse wrecked spun Bubba for no reason.
People that did them wrong.
Bubba's another one. He'll get you back too.
Straightaways are so long.
And Bubba's the kind of guy that'll hook you. Do that fucking dirty ass hooking you into the outside wall shit. He'll do it.
Oh no, not Ricky.
That's a great shirt.
I think it's frustration setting in. It's extremely hard to pass. We're watching.
There's Denny again pulling up next to Stenhouse.
He keeps hanging on your right rear. We've all been there. That's frustrating. They show that frustration.
It's hard racing out here today. You can't pass nobody, and they're getting mad because you can just about. It's not like Martinsville. Martinsville, you just could not get to somebody. Here, you can get to somebody and just about pass them.
That's how Kansas was.
Yeah.
You could get right up to somebody, but you couldn't pass them.
Yeah, bump and run. You're going to have to move somebody to pass them for the win late in this race.
You literally have to.
More pit stops tend to go on the stage. I think Stenhouse just stayed out and took the lead if he's on the lead lap. He's one of the cars that stayed out. I don't know if he's on the lead lap.
He better stay the fuck away from
He is. He's on the lead lap. So a handful of cars stayed out again.
Well, Ross is screwed.
Almirola's going to lose all his track position. His fucking tire carrier just fell down. Yeah, they recovered nicely, but yeah, he's lost some spots because Reddick was behind him and now he's in front of him. Who lost the gas? Truex, Reddick, Almirola, Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, Suarez, and a bunch of cars stayed out. I think Chase Elliott probably stayed out and he's back up front now. I think. Oh, Reddick. Oh, that's a penalty. To the back for Reddick. There's the Tyler Reddick luck we were waiting for.
Those mistakes, got to clean them up.
Reddick just got a penalty. The gas can left the pit box.
5 or 6 laps to go in this stage, and again, we had been talking. The fall off on tires was literally nothing. That's the reason.
Feels like it. Since 2007, it feels like it.
I'm almost surprised more did not stay out. Now, we can give you a little bit of example between Michael McDowell and Kyle Busch. There were 31 laps difference in their tires. Kyle Busch with the pressure tires. Let's look at the Ghost car right here. Again, 31 laps more on Michael McDowell's tires than the 18, and you see right there where
and they're running about the same speed.
There is literally no differential whatsoever. So I feel like
I'm staying out every chance. I know you got to pit for gas here and there, but I'm staying out every chance I get.
Position is going to be king, and I don't know what 4 fresh tires if it does that much for you.
Did you see that horsepower down the back straightaway come in? That was pretty impressive. That 18 car got really fast right at the end of the straightaway.
Well, 9 drivers.
Well, I'll take a Gibbs engine over whatever the fuck the 34 has.
BJ McLeod, who got the free pass, a caution to go. He's now the 9th place car.
BJ McLeod stayed out. He's top 10.
He's in the top 10.
Chase must have pitted because I bet Chase was not happy with his car. But Kurt Busch, Kyle Larson, Cole Custer, Stenhouse, Byron, Justin Haley, Cody Ware, BJ McLeod. That's your top 8.
They're going to lose their cool.
Cody Ware and BJ McLeod.
But I like this right here. You're not going to win the race on speed. Win it on, do something on strategy. Do something different. Because if you do what everybody else does, you'll follow everybody else.
When those lap times are the same.
Good God. I was going to say, Kurt hasn't had new tires in 66 laps, and he probably doesn't give a shit.
Stay in the top position.
But they're going to finish this stage better than they would have if they just did what everybody else did, right?
Another thing that
Oh, important thing about Denny and Ricky Stenhouse, they're actually really good friends. Stenhouse and Hamlin hang out outside of the track. They're close. So that's probably why Denny just didn't junk his ass a second ago. He's probably just like, what the fuck? But yeah, they're buddies.
I think he shifted twice where the 34
Stenhouse, Hamlin, and Larson hang out together a lot.
When I see and hear these drivers changing, instead of going 5th, 4th, 3rd, they go 5th to 4th. Also, that helps you not spin the tires up off of turn 2.
the corner a little bit better, yeah.
And Will Power just won the IndyCar race in Detroit.
It's just, it's all
I really hope Suarez
we have a lot more horsepower than we had last year.
I didn't think we'd get more tempers at Gateway than Martinsville. More guys getting mad at each other here.
Chase Elliott making another stop on pit road. Here are your Toyota top performers. As we're 7 laps from the end of stage 2. Kurt Busch, Mark Truex, Kyle Busch in the top 10. Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin. Larry, about 24 cars on the lead lap.
Ty Gibbs just tweeted the popcorn emoji, and I'm like, yeah, you would have fit right in this race, you douchebag. You wreck people even when they don't touch you. There was an ARCA race last year where he blocked a guy down to the apron at Pocono and wrecked him, and afterwards that's what he gets. It's like, he didn't touch you.
These guys need those stage points. There's a big bonus at the end of the season for the most points, regular season points, and so some guys are thinking that.
All right, getting ready to restart. Cody Ware and BJ McLeod did drop to the tail. They are still on the lead lap, trying to finish out this stage. With Kurt Busch and Kyle Larson up front. Cole Custer, Ricky Stenhouse, Byron Haley, Sal Marola, Kyle Busch.
Kurt Busch, Larson, Stenhouse, and Custer. And Kyle Busch goes 3 wide on Byron and Truex. Ooh. You got to do it. You got to get these spots while you can. I know we go goddamn 3 wide. You kind of have to do it here.
Kyle Busch dropped to the bottom, jumped right up in line, drops again.
Your guess is as good as mine as to who's actually going to win this motherfucker. Truex shoots up the track. Man, I don't eat Cheez-Its, but they smell really good.
They're good.
I used to eat Cheez-Its all the time, but I just don't like them anymore.
Custer drops in line 3rd. Kyle Busch to the bottom. Against him. Truex to the outside. Kyle picked up 3.
Larson and Truex. It's a Truex kind of racetrack.
Kyle Busch has notoriously been one of the best restarters in the last.
Best pit crew and best restarts. I'll say Kyle Busch wins the race. I'm going to pick Kyle from here on out as my guy who's going to win. One way or another, Kyle Busch going to win the race. Restarts and pit road. As long as he doesn't get run over by somebody.
He's crept into this picture too, running in the 6th position. That's something that we definitely expect Suarez to race forward.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Eric Almirola in 7th, 4 to go in stage 2.
Good thing is last stage.
Look how high Truex is.
Yeah, it just keeps getting higher and higher.
Yeah, he was the first.
If there's green flag pit stops, you'll change 4, but if you're pitting under caution, take 2 or none.
If it goes green, I'm staying out.
Yeah, if I can make it on gas at any point, I'm not pitting.
Gas on.
It's not going to take long.
Busch underneath Larson for 3rd. I doubt he can make this pass, though. It's really tough to do. Guys can catch each other and get side by side. Kyle's getting great restarts and great pit stops. I think he's going to wind up winning. And Busch just made a pass on Larson under green for 3rd. Truex running the line that nobody else is running. I like it, though. It's working. He's running down Kurt Busch. 2 to go, stage 2.
Getting a big toe in the draft.
Suarez had a look. Stenhouse right now is 10th, the final point-paying position.
There's another 10th and a half cut off of the lead.
Almirola bouncing back from a shitty pit stop. He's back in the top 5.
Almirola and Custer.
1 to go in stage for Kurt Busch.
Wow. Suarez got there and lost his momentum. Got right on the back of Cole Custer.
Might be able to shoot over and do a 2-for-1 here. Here he's going to go for it.
No, he's going to bump draft the 20. Suarez didn't go through out. He's pushing the 20 past 41, trying to follow.
I agree with you, Daniel.
One of the most famous sayings in auto racing.
3 wide, Byron Blaney Stenhouse. That's for 10th. Oh, well, here you go. That's for 10th. Last lap of the stage. Oh, boy. Who's going to lift? Blaney takes it in. Stenhouse gets tight. Lost the nose. And Stenhouse loses like 4 spots. Kurt Busch wins stage 2.
Shot up the track.
Kurt Busch, your stage 2 winner.
Blaney gets 10th.
And Joey finished outside the top 10.
The top 5. Bell, Suarez, Custer, Jones, and Blaney, the top 10.
What a weird race. Just a weird race. Bring me the normalcy of Sonoma next week. Hey guys, you remember from like 2009 to like 2013 where Sonoma became a demolition derby? Because that became the race where everybody would get back at each other for some reason. Like NASCAR road racing in the 90s was about strategy and finesse and all that, and then in the early 2010s it was like fuck you. Coincidentally, around the time dickheads like Joey Logano were coming up through the fucking ranks, I vividly remember Joey putting Robbie Gordon in the dirt at Sonoma for no fucking reason at all. He raced me hard. Whatever, Joey. Juan Pablo Montoya. You had Juan Pablo Montoya, Brian Vickers, Joey Logano, and a young Brad Keselowski. I can't imagine why the road courses got so out of hand for a few years.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah, and you still had Tony Stewart, Kurt Busch, and Kyle Busch as well.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back, it makes a lot of sense. Man, I'm happy to be off for 3 days. I'm going to sleep so much. It's when you know you're an adult, you get excited about, like, man, I can't wait to sleep the next 3 days. Mm-hmm. Uninterrupted. Whenever I want. And my next shift is like Thursday at like 4:30. So I can even sleep late that day too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Anthony, I bitched about this on my stream yesterday. Yeah. They tried to schedule me during Sonoma next week. Not happening. I told her when I was like, I'll work Sunday mornings, no problem. But now they've put me on a Sunday evening. I'm just like, no. She's like, get somebody to switch with you. And I'm like, I'll try, but even if they don't, I'm not fucking coming. I said I will work early on Sundays. Because, yeah, I'll do 7:30 to 12:30 or 8 to 1 or whatever. But after that, Sundays are for me. I do not care. Sundays are for me.
Somebody put in the shitposting page, God, I love you bunch of retards. Somebody said, we gotta make sure we send you to shitposting sensitivity training. So he said, hang on, you bunch of mentally disabled persons.
You know what's going to be chef's kiss beautiful? Is when Punk comes back from his injury and MJF's the champion. Oh, the money they'll make. That's a good feud, buddy. I like how AEW handles when champions get injured. It's like, you're still the champion. We're going to have an interim champion, and when you come back, you got to fight him to keep the belt.
That's how legit combat sports do it.
I like how they do that. AEW
does
like
that.
Somebody
has some common sense.
Yeah.
Shit about AEW, but that sounds like
because CM Punk is the AEW World Champion. He's got to have some surgery on his leg. I don't think he'll be out that long. But for now, though, we're going to vacate the title. We're going to have John Moxley as the #1 contender, and he's going to face the winner of a battle royal they're going to have. And then when Punk gets back, he's going to fight that person. So, pretty cool.
For him. The 41 Cole Custer got some stage points right there. Another race car, though, very disconnected right now. Loose in 1 and 2, tight in 3 and 4. They can't loosen it up because it's too loose in 1 and 2. Jamie?
A lot going on there.
You can't make it from here. You got to pit one more time today for gas. I'm getting my tires here, and then I'm not changing tires the rest of the day. I will not change tires the rest of this race. Kurt Busch wins race off pit road.
Here's your ran race off pit road. Kurt Busch holds the lead. William Byron up 2.
Poor Chase keeps having to pit to work on his car. Yeah, I bet a lot of people. So Reddick and you saw Reddick and Bubba stayed out. I don't think Bubba got lapped earlier.
Busch, it's Boyer, Kenny Walls, Michael Waltrip, Mike Joy. Where's a bunch of us up here watching you hold a pretty.
I know. Hey, Denny Hamlin, you got a copy, buddy? I'd be ringing up Denny or Chase or Ross. Let's check on Ross, see how his day's going. Hey, Ross, what's it like out there today? Who haven't you pissed off?
You got Kenny Wallace, Michael Walter, Mike Joy. We're all watching you drink a little bit of water. Winning the stage. What do you got? I give up. Oh,
I got a really good car in practice. I got a really good car in clean air. And I
Clean
got a
air.
car on a long run, so
There's 2 words every race fan hates hearing: clean air.
glad it worked out. So I think I put it 23-11.
I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say a Busch is going to win this race. A Busch is going to win this race. Which one? I'm leaning Kyle, but we'll see. See you on the hauler, maybe.
Don't you
Get back there around old fucking Ross the boss.
The good news, he's the first off pick.
Ross the boss.
The bad news, he's 25th. But I don't know.
Like I said, I just changed my tires there, and I'm not changing any the rest of the fucking day.
Yeah, because for some odd reason you don't need to.
I
don't understand it.
I'm thinking about trying to go see Motley Crue
Mhm.
later this month or early next month, whatever it is. I don't know who to go with. Would you be interested in going? Possibly.
If I had like that day off or something. Maybe.
Let me look. Let me look at the fucking tour date. Yeah, well, we're looking at fucking concert tour dates because I'd kind of like to see Motley Crue. The reason I want to go see Motley Crue is because I've been following Nikki on Instagram, and Nikki's like, ooh, we're playing a bunch of songs we ain't played in a long time. Y'all, we're going to blow your fucking minds. And I remember my biggest complaint was Motley Crue played the same fucking songs all the time. Nikki on his Instagrams were like, ooh, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear what we're doing. The only video he shared was they were playing Shout at the Devil, which we all expect to play. He shared a video of his daughter, and you can hear them fucking playing Shout at the Devil loud as fuck in the background, rehearsing it. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. Because, God, they sound good. Well, when Vince isn't singing, they sound good. But anyway, what's the fucking Motley Crue tour dates? I want to know. I know Charlotte's one of the first shows.
They was selling these fucking shirts at Charlotte. I don't remember seeing that.
I don't remember seeing that either. I would have got that.
Yeah.
They had a Ross Chastain Melon Man shirt.
I said when you buy the right shirt at Charlotte. I don't remember seeing Melon Man Strikes Again in the fucking Be a Moose card.
June 28th. What day of the week is that? Hold on.
28th?
June 28th. I got my calendar here.
Wow, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett.
Tuesday, June 28th.
Tuesday, June 28th.
Yeah. So if you're keep an eye for that. Like, start asking this week at work to give them a couple weeks notice, and I can probably get Cameron to go. I can probably talk Cameron into it, and we'll try to get tickets last minute because they might be cheaper. It'll be a stadium show. There'll be seats left. We'll see. But yeah, because I hate when I do this. When I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to spend any money. And then at work, I took the notion to listen to Motley Crue. Because I was like, yeah, I got Spotify Premium now. And I downloaded Too Fast for Love and Shout at the Devil and was like, I want to go see Motley Crue. I was like, I really want to go see Motley Crue again. Because I didn't get to see the last tour. Because I was fucking broke as a bitch that year.
And he should ask Dale what happened when he defended his team's cars.
And I remember, wow.
They said Junior did it to him in 08 at Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, because I told you about that. That was Brad driving for Junior Motorsports, and Denny just tore Brad's shit up under caution, and Dale Jr. drove up behind him going, like, what the fuck is this? And he hit Denny from behind because Junior was in that race. It was an Xfinity race. Yeah. That was a clusterfuck. What happened to Kurt Busch? He pitted. A bunch of cars stayed out, and I think they had a bad pit stop too.
Yeah, that's why I drive the truck by myself. You guys know what it's like. I love my life. I'm
pit road and
restarts.
restarts.
That dirt car every weekend.
And banking on a slow car being the lead.
What do you
do?
Drinks beer.
You work on TV.
I do the same thing you do.
And I just love my race car.
Hey, there ain't nothing better. There's nothing better than rolling into a truck stop and seeing somebody recognize you like, man, what? Are you driving your own truck?
I can't believe one of us is driving his own car.
I heard it 1,000 times.
Speaking of music,
Right,
Vinnie Vincent, Bruce Kulick, and Ace Frehley played together for the first time, and it was weird. Yeah, Vinnie Vincent came out of his hole.
Truex and Kyle Busch up front.
They were at this convention thing, and they were all there. It was like a KISS convention type thing, and they were all three there, so put them on stage together. Peter was there, too. Yeah. Green flag, it's Truex, Kyle Busch. I think Kyle Busch is going to win this race. I stand by that statement. Ooh, boy, Harvick, 3 wide in the middle with Blaney and Briscoe. Kyle Busch going to win the race. Prove me right. Oh, look at Ross. 3 wide again. Make that, yeah, almost 4 wide. Yeah, they are 4 wide back there. This is madness. Ooh, Bowman got into Harvick. Bowman got into Harvick. Oh, boy. Zane Smith got into Austin Dillon. Truex, Busch, Almirola, Bell, Suarez. They're single file at the front. What a shit show. We were right. This race is a shit show in a good way. Kyle Busch gonna win.
Bubba Wallace exiting the corner.
Well, we'll see if Bubba plays nice over that dump that he took.
Bubba don't play nice. You piss him off.
Look how high they are. I mean, that's incredible, Clint. We didn't see that coming, did we?
And here comes Briscoe.
McDowell still in the top 10. He's 6th. And Briscoe's coming back now. He's 9th.
This race is like
yeah. That's exactly why nobody got black flagged or told to fuck off. Because NASCAR wanted the entertainment. If they could have got this at Martinsville, they'd have loved it.
This is what they're making up for. They don't want this to be like it.
6th place on the left. Blaney and McDowell.
On your left.
With Michael McDowell. That car is bad fast today. He's doing a great job keeping that thing up in clean air. Guys in the pits are doing a good job. No mistakes. Clean race so far, Mikey. That's what it takes.
Hey, Ross is creeping back up through the field.
He's an Arizona guy. Glendale, Arizona. He must go right to home at this track.
Unless there's more people pissed off at him that we don't know about yet.
Now everyone is on the lead lap except Denny Hamlin.
Reddick making a 3-wide move. Every car is on the lead lap except Denny Hamlin. That's funny.
Joy in the garage with engine issues is the only car out of the race.
Oh, it's 10 laps now.
Denny needs 10 cautions before the leaders lap somebody else. And he'll be right back in this thing, though.
You got a little buffer, 34, 43 to 14.
You see his teammate down there in 18th position on the pylon, Mike. He's trying to battle back through the field to get up front, but he's got a couple roadblocks in his way as he tries to do so.
Yeah, that being said, Daniel Suarez, he's going to have to carry the flag for Trackhouse Racing.
You get Truex and Busch.
He's been fast all year long.
Yeah.
Right there with his teammate. Just keeps.
There's always got to be somebody stopping us from getting that, though.
Every single week.
We can never get the winners we want. Because you look up and Truex and Kyle Busch are running 1-2.
Tyler Reddick in between Harvick and Ty Dillon. Reddick back in 14th place. He's picked up 5 since the restart. Harvick -3, Ty Dillon -3 spots.
You can see Ty Dillon how he wraps that ball and catches Reddick in the middle of the corner, but on that exit, the outside is just so strong.
AJ Allmendinger.
Allmendinger just hanging in there. All the way from Portland. There was a boomer yesterday, and Dylan showed me. The guy commented on NASCAR Facebook post, "I'm tired of these international races. Get racing back in America." Portland's in America! I didn't need to tell you that. So I was like, do you think because it's a road course that it's just automatically in another country? Or does the state of Washington even, or Portland, Oregon, or that area even qualify as United States anymore? I don't know.
Change the position of the digital dash. A different
They'd be smart to secede. I wish I was Hawaii. Yeah, we're part of the U.S., but we're out there chilling by ourselves, and we don't have to deal with your bullshit, U.S. We just have to worry about the fact that we live on a literal volcano. Why do people pick the worst places to live? I'm going to live on a volcano, or I'm going to move to New Orleans and live under the water. You got to be a special kind of dumb to build a civilization under sea level. Yeah, be above it all.
Really struggled with that race car. It was tight, shattering the race with the front tires. They leaned on their teammates a little bit, pulled a little bit from different setups at each car in the Joe Gibbs camp to put in this car for today, and it is working. Fired off the race on the tight side, but since then it has come to.
Oh yeah, Truex wins in ugly paint schemes. That's like his thing, isn't it? When's the last time Truex won in a cool paint scheme? See, you can't name them. That one was kind of nice. It was kind of nice. Yeah. It was the wrong colors. It was the wrong color. It shouldn't have been blue. It was black with some blue on it. But it was cool. But that car's fucking ugly. Why is there blue trim on this car? What sense does that make?
It doesn't make any sense.
It's like the Chewbacca defense. It does not make sense.
Unpredictability. I mean, as much as we know,
this is Chewbacca.
I'm gonna call it what's going to happen next. That's what I'm going to call it. Cedric started this race outside.
You can't even call it that because by that logic it'd be rainbow color. And it's not, it's just blue. I don't know. Why is your whole car white, black, and red? And you're like, hey, assholes.
It's like that Spider-Man fucking Secret Wars suit from the video game. It's like, why is there a big blue spider on this? This suit would be great, but you had to slap a big blue spider on the back of it.
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you doing?
I think that was the Secret Wars suit.
Yeah, I think it was Secret Wars. I'd have to look again.
I was playing the game yesterday. I ain't looked, though.
I remember, though, there is a suit like that.
Hey, Spider-Man's coming to PC. That's almost a good enough reason to make me want to buy another PC. I mean, my computer could run it, but I'd want to see it maxed the fuck out. You know what that means? Black suit mods incoming, which is what everybody's going to do the moment the game comes out on PC.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make that Tobey Maguire suit black.
Outside St. Louis, Martin Truex leading us to NASCAR on Fox. Crank it up.
Yeah, for the people who have surround sound for some reason.
Yay, Squidward! Yay, Squidward! Yay, Squidward! I saw a video. The guy who voices Patrick and the guy who voices SpongeBob did voiceover for the scene in Revenge of the Sith where Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Don't try it. And then he gets cut in half. Oh, I hate you.
Have you seen the one?
You were the chosen one, Anakin.
Have you seen like the dub over for that scene where it's like the Japanese voice off of Google Translate?
I saw one where they dubbed over scenes from the Star Wars prequels, and it worked unbelievably well with monotone fucking Google Translate. And it was like the scene where Mace Windu is confronting Palpatine because he finds him out. It's like, and the fucking voiceover for the Mace Windu actually sounded like a voice-to-text Sam Jackson. And the name of the Galactic Republic of the Senate, and when the lightsaber comes on, swoosh. Your voice goes swoosh. And then when the lightsabers are cracking together, snap, pop, snap, crackle, pop, snap, pop. Ah. Unlimited power.
Oh, God.
It is not the Jedi way. He must stand trial. He is too dangerous to be kept alive. Swoosh. The Senate will decide your fate. I am the Senate. Instead of I am the Senate. So I am the Senate. Kyle Busch still can't pass Truex. He'll beat him on pit road or on a restart. I can't remember what the fuel window is.
Watching you weren't having gray hair, asshole.
I know, he really has gone gray since the last time you watched.
He really has.
He's talking about retiring. My bet is that he comes back one more year, and then they'll replace him with Ty Gibbs after that. They've already said they don't want Ty Gibbs in Cup yet.
Boy, what a take, Dale.
What?
Ross Chastain is store-brand Joey Logano.
He's more likable, though.
Damn.
At least Ross isn't a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah. Swear to God, I look at the first comment.
What does it say?
At least Ross is likable.
Much more likable than Joe.
You're right. Anakin did bring balance to the Force, but see, that's that kind of shit. You know how when Christians say everything happens for a reason, it's all part of God's plan. It's the same kind of thing. We're like, oh, Anakin brought balance to the Force. Yeah, after he murdered populations for 25 fucking years, but then he brought balance to the Force.
Yeah, totally did.
By the way, the coolest thing, and I know people in my stream heard this yesterday, in the Obi-Wan show, it's Hayden Christensen in the suit as Darth Vader, and that just makes it so much better.
That's gotta be pretty cool.
It just makes,
jarring.
because you see Darth Vader, he just looks like because multiple actors have played Darth Vader. He's done it once, and then there was like the other two actors. But the fact when you see him move, I'm like, that's Anakin moving under there because it's the same actor that played Anakin. So it just makes it more authentic that he's in the suit.
And Darth Vader probably.
And the way they did, they do the James Earl Jones does the voice of Darth Vader. What they did was they had Hayden Christensen do the lines, and then they had James Earl Jones copy it. So when you hear his delivery, you're hearing it in the way Anakin would say it. Like there's a line. I know you don't care much about spoilers. It's not a big spoiler. Spoiler alert: Darth Vader's in the show, and him and Obi-Wan come face to face at one point, and Obi-Wan's like, "What happened to you?" He says, "What did you become?" And Darth Vader says, "I am what you made me." But it was James Earl Jones, but it sounded like Hayden Christensen talking, like it was his delivery. And I'm like, ooh, that's fucking good. That's fucking perfect. That just makes it way more authentic that it's him in the suit. And you can tell when he walks that it's him, because Hayden Christensen has a very distinct way he moves.
That's authentic.
Somebody make Ross, Chase, and Denny in WWE 2K22. We'll have a handicap match.
We're fucking talking about Star Wars. Dylan pops his phone over. Now that's authentic. It's fucking NASCAR, WWE.
Michael, I don't want to get my hopes up, because a lot of times you'll have drama early in the race and then everybody calms down and post-race is boring.
That's how it always is.
But I don't know. Sometimes guys hang on to shit all day and they just can't wait to get out of the car. So I'm hoping that's today.
To be a triple threat, so it's Denny and Chase just beating the fuck out of Ross, and then finally Denny and Chase look at each other, and Chase goes, "I haven't forgotten."
He's not leading yet, but I told you.
YRB, Ryan Blaney running third. Gonna have to have a good pit stop to win the race, so Blaney's fucked. Just remember, he backed it into the wall earlier, and now he's third. Win me money. I'm really cheering for Christopher Bell.
Come close to it at the beginning of the season. Here of late, they've come to life. The last 4 races, 4 top 10s, 3 top 5s, maybe consistently one of the fastest skilled Toyota drivers. But
I need Bell to win this race.
I'm going to keep my eye on mi amigo Daniel Suarez. Daniel was fast last week at Charlotte. One stage led a lot.
So he could say amigo. I'm from Kentucky.
One of these days, it just might be.
Mikael Waltrip from Kentucky. Kyle Busch needs to stay patient, run second, and wait to beat him on pit road or get a good restart. You will get another restart. I don't think this race goes green. Somebody's going to lose a rear tire like we've seen all year and all day.
He keeps fighting back. He is up to 9th place. Can he make it all the way back to the front? We'll see. Those are incredible back ones to watch. Martin Truex Jr. out front in his 600th career start. He is the 32nd driver to do so, but only one of the previous 31 won in his 600th start, and that, of course, was the king, Richard Petty.
The king of stock car racing.
Yeah. Driving, of course, the famed number 43. Don't remember that day if it was a Plymouth, a Dodge, a Ford, a Buick, an Oldsmobile, a Chevrolet, or a Pontiac, because he drove them all. I like the way he drove the Pontiac.
Richard Petty changed manufacturers more than most people change underwear.
Shot of life into this team. This race car has been fast.
And honestly, that team still does that, because they were a Ford. Last time you were watching, they were a Ford.
Yeah, they're a Ford. Why the fuck are they?
And it was Richard Petty Day.
And now they're going to be Honda or Dodge or whatever the fuck in the future.
Along with,
they'll be the first team to switch. That's a sexy paint scheme, always was. That Petty blue with the STP red. I love that shade of red. It's like day glow red.
You look at that big cowboy hat behind the wheel. How cool would that be to let the king drive you around a racetrack?
Damn, I missed 69 to go. I didn't say
He
nice.
only gets one day. Every day we celebrate Richard Petty.
There you go.
Check out this battle. Reddick heating up Kevin Harvick.
Now, Tyler Reddick had a removing equipment penalty at lap 130. We saw that gas can get away, and he has been fighting back to the front. He restarted 19th, and he is +5 since the restart.
So you worked today, right? Like I did? Were you like me and you just couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there? Mm-hmm. That's how I felt today. Like I said, I did work 6 of the last 7, so I was ready to go.
GMS, nice run for Ty as well.
Just been solid. Yeah. Not making any mistakes.
Why couldn't the guys that broke in have like destroyed our system so I don't have to work at all today or something? They just took the cigarettes, the selfish bastards.
That's what they keep doing.
Yeah.
Whoever that person is, they keep taking cigarettes wherever they go.
Oh, you mean the big water container we moved in front of the door didn't stop them? Are they making y'all do that too?
Well, what we have is a big container, and we have a bunch of like pet food on it.
We got water on ours.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, you mean to tell me the big water thing we put in front of the door didn't stop them? What? Yeah. Ever since the dude started breaking in, a lot of good it's doing.
Because he apparently still was able to break into that one, and ours is up next.
There's a lot more 17.
Well, the thing is,
they're really heavy.
Like, if you stack them like with a lot of shit,
and they only roll one way, Yeah, they roll a certain way. Yeah.
So it's not like you can easily move them out the way.
I feel like they should have this fucking full bar.
Yeah.
We need steel shutters.
Or something. Something better.
Based on points.
Because the first night I closed Dollar General, I looked back and said, man, it'd be easy to break in there if I was a criminal. So, yeah, we got cameras out the ass, but, I mean, the dudes are covered head to toe in black.
He's covered head to toe in black, so you can't identify him. So what good are the security cameras doing?
Yeah.
To about lap 210, which would be 30 to go.
Well, we're up next.
Everyone that pitted
Maybe. I don't know. Depending. You guys are right in the middle of town. I don't know.
We are, but that's someone he's got to go to next if he wants something. He's got to either go to us or go back out of the way where you guys are at and go down to 221 by Chase, because there's a Dollar General down that way.
I'm surprised there's not a Dollar General in my front yard at this point, sir.
Well, ours is too close for that, but I get your point.
I'm going to wind up working at yours one day, I'm sure.
Probably, because it's like
right there, I'd walk to work. We'll see. I'm staying at mine for now just because I'm comfortable there.
Yeah.
And y'all's is fucking the size of a goddamn small country, and I don't want to deal with that. Our store doesn't have a lot of room, but at least it's small, and I don't have to stock all that much. You guys have a lot of space.
Yeah, we do.
He's still going.
Denny Hamlin's blocking Ross Chastain again. Now he's letting him go. I think Denny's had his fill.
I mean, Ross is already screwed enough. So.
Yeah, he's fucked over enough. He's making a nice comeback, but he's not going to win the race from where he's at.
Yeah, he's 16th, yeah, but he was doing a lot better.
The winner's going to come from that top 5.
Probably.
So I stick with my Kyle Busch pick, but really hoping for Bill because I want that money.
If the fuel window opens up, now we're talking about getting paid.
They always mails me my checks.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, Bowman's 11th.
Wow.
Good comeback.
Where the hell did he come from?
He's working his way up there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Christopher Bell's fastest car on the track. We get a good pit stop and get out front. Clean air, buddy. We're going to win.
Yeah, the funny thing about Bowman is he's the best hitter car right now.
Yeah.
With Kyle Larson second, because he's 20.
Wow, that's a hot lap.
Where's Byron?
William Byron. Oh, God, I don't even know.
Not having a good day.
No, he's not even.
Bit of activity begins on pit road. Some of the crew
Pit stops have begun. 60 to go. Next time by. It is the last pit stop for me if I'm out there.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
You could not pay me to come in and pit the rest of this race after this. Not happening. What's the point?
Busch can go 66 laps on tires. No, hell no.
Yeah, I'm not pitting. This is my last one. I'm only pitting for gas, but because it's under green, I'll change 4 tires. Everybody will change 4 because it's green flag pit stops.
I'm gas only.
I would consider doing 2 under green.
The only reason I would consider right sides would be the worry I don't get enough gas.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, if you're going to take the time to fill it up, you might as well change 4. That's why they do
if
that
you
under
are
green.
going to take the time
But if I can come in and you guarantee me I can go 60 laps, like minimum I can go like 70, 75, and we got 60, cool, just fill me up.
Mm-hmm.
Just get me enough to get me to those 60.
What'll it be, fellas? Mustard or ketchup? Oh, the SpongeBob references never get old.
No, they don't.
There's a SpongeBob reference for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bubba's 27th. They got spun out by Stenhouse for no reason earlier.
Oh,
Damn, William Byron's 24th.
Byron 23rd.
I mean 23rd. I saw his number and said 24th. Yeah. Oh, Chase.
Then he gained a spot.
Chase's car must be beat up worse than we thought.
Oh yeah, it's screwed over.
Oh, Tyler Reddick just spun.
Oh no, not Reddick. Why?
No caution. We stay. Oh, now the caution comes out.
Why is it that every
here we go? The money stop.
I watch Tyler Reddick just has something happen to him.
2 tires at most. I'll change 2 because I got to fill it up with gas. I need gas.
Yeah. It's about to get wild.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's probably gonna be a wreck on pit road.
On that narrow ass pit road,
I don't know what happened to Reddick there.
Think about it. What's gonna happen when like 3 guys go in and take 2 tires and like?
That would have been a caution because he just dropped debris anyway, so they were smart to throw a caution there.
Yep.
He dropped some shit in the middle of the corner.
Like when I pull into my box and I'm taking gas only, and I pull out to the guy that's pulling in.
Yeah.
Sonoma next week. Sonoma, I love Sonoma.
Oh, I love the road courses. I'm happy.
Yeah, you get
I want to watch that.
You get your fill this year.
Mm-hmm.
Races next Sunday at 4.
You watch Sonoma?
Mm-hmm.
sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And over the summer, we got Road America, Watkins Glen, and the Indianapolis Road Course as well. Yeah.
Nice.
And in the playoffs, they have the Charlotte Road Course, which we're going to.
Oh,
You
cool.
can go if you wanted.
Tyler Reddick coming off turn 2.
Spun out.
That's what you call
Got
the
loose.
court.
Just got loose.
Oh, and look how close.
He almost hit the 78.
So
Yeah,
I
that
saw
BJ
this
would
off
fly.
the field a couple laps. He's running really high on the racetrack.
Yeah.
The car would take off and get tight
He
on
just
him.
got loose.
That was not
He
a flat
didn't really
tire.
hit anything.
I don't think so.
Nah, he's
so
fine.
He's good,
I think it
but
just
That was
I think it was pushing, tight, snapped loose on him.
my heart goes out to you,
flat
Tyler.
Once, like,
a little
4
bit too
people did
soon.
that Charlotte
But-
last week.
Let me
Come
tell you
out of turn
something.
4
This
and
is the
spin,
money
and
stop.
literally, what do you
This
call
is
that
gonna pick
thing?
up a
Field
big
down
round
the little
of
The chicane from the road course, yeah.
They got
Need
a
a big
chicane
stop,
out there, and people,
but no
it was
mistakes.
like
Need a
coming
clean
out of turn
stop,
4
right, Larry?
sideways and would drift.
And they would drive down on the road course to get to pit road.
I think you'll see a lot of right side tires.
Bubba was great. He spun running 4th. He got loose and spun, drove right through the road course, right to his pit box on pit road. I was like, hey, that was perfect.
Down, Denny Hamlin 11 down. Cody
11
Ware
laps
off
down,
track
only 2
and
promotions to go.
Corey LaJoy.
They have not opened pit road yet, but everybody's going to pit. You got to pit for gas. You have to get
It's just
gas.
so important. I think if you can beat
The
him-
price of a NASCAR ticket depends on the track. Bristol was like 120. Darlington was like 75, 80. It just depends on the track.
A big question is going to be how many will
Yeah.
stop. because
Somewhere
we
between
still have
60 and 120 or
30
so.
cars on the lead lap.
When you remember, Mike, back on the last pit stop, Martin Truex just got
Maybe
2
150
tires,
at
and
somewhere
he
like
was away
Indianapolis.
from the
I know
field.
Indianapolis
So
tickets are
there's gonna be some
expensive.
differing strategies for sure. I think. Don't
He was
Hell, you got to pay
Kyle Larson
$50
said
to
the same
park at
thing.
Indianapolis.
Yes, it did all day on 2 tires.
Phoenix Championship race, probably expensive now. We did good for Charlotte, though. We paid like 90 for good seats for the 600. So Xfinity race tickets are $35, $40 every race, every seat. Doesn't matter where you sit.
Super 6 app. Martin Truex, what will they do?
Pit, you got to get gas. 2 tires.
Yeah.
Anybody who changes 4 here is a dumbass.
They
No.
told Truex
That's
to
when
put
he's
the
leading.
gas on.
Just think he's
Yeah.
right 20 of how he'd feel.
Probably need 3 to 6 seconds of gas.
The first Chevy is
At
Suarez
most.
in 6th. And here they come, Regan.
Anybody who changes 4 is a dumbass. If you're running outside the top 10, fuck it, change 4. But, you know. But if I'm top 5, it's better be a 2-tire stop. Oh, boy, Truex just threw the race. They just threw Truex's race away. He took 4. Come on. Somebody take 2. Somebody take 2. Come on. Somebody's got to take 2.
The call is George Washington. He said he needs rear side light, help him out a little.
Somebody surely took 2.
Nice recovery for him. A 4-tire stop here.
There you go. Eric Jones and Kyle Busch and Joey Logano. What did I tell you? Take 2 tires, you win the race. The top 5 took 2 tires, and the winner is going to come from that top 5.
Plus 6 for Jones.
What if Eric Jones wins?
Logano and Bowman plus 13.
I told you, 2 tires.
Some real close contact.
And I said Kyle Busch is going to win the race, and he's
We
the
can
second.
sit
So
here and look
Do
at
they
this
make
top
contact?
5 and act like one of the cool guys.
Yeah.
is gonna
Yes.
win. It's gonna be Kyle or Joey.
And if I'm Truex,
We know this.
if I'm Truex, I'm radioing my pit crew and going, so what the fuck did you just do to me? You just cost us the race. Why didn't we take 2 to stay out front?
Pit road penalty has been called all day. It's been relayed to us, and that was the one on
Who got
Tyler
a pit
Reddick.
road penalty?
They
Reddick.
gave him the gas can earlier.
They got them all out of their system last week.
And I thought Eric Jones actually beat him out, but I guess that's not the case. You saw it right there.
They said Kyle Busch won the race off. The scoring said Eric Jones first.
Whoever can come off a
Said Kyle
turn
Busch
two
going to win the
lead,
race.
it's gonna be hard to
I've
handle.
been saying it all day.
We'll see.
Yeah, because Eric Jones ain't going to beat him
Well,
on restart.
Is it official that Jones didn't get the lead?
Let's
Yeah,
check
'cause
with
it looked like
Larry Mack with
Jones.
54 to go.
Larry Mack.
Yeah, Mike,
Explain
this
this
is
to me,
our
Larry.
15th race of 2022 with this next-gen car. A lot of things are different from last year. But remember, we went to the aluminum rim, and it gained 3 inches in diameter.
Are them 20s? No, they're
15
18s.
to 18 inches. You
They
give
run
it to
18s.
them, They will fill it up. That
Them
thing-
20s, they nice. No, they 10s, though. You ever see that movie Next Friday? Like, look at them 20s. I just got them. It's like, they're not 20s. Okay, yeah, they 10s, but I keep them clean. And then later it's like, I met that girl right after I bought them 20s, and Ice Cube goes, it's them 10s. But I keep them clean, though.
Didn't have that 30% more braking.
Is Eric Jones the leader or not?
So we showed that contact, and there was.
I think Eric Jones is the leader. My scoreboard says Eric Jones now.
Not happy.
Truex and Almirola have a little bit of history together. They run into each other a lot for some reason.
That's just a product of how narrow that pit road is. You know, they had 10 pulled out there.
I guess Eric Jones. They have Eric Jones in front of Kyle Busch. So Eric Jones is the leader.
They have a history. Doesn't everybody?
Today we're gaining more and more history that we're going to have to follow.
Nobody's going to be more mad to lose a race to something like the 43 car than Kyle Busch.
Very happy when he came to pit road leading the race. He told us, do whatever you got to do. I'm all right. And then
Yeah. Ty Gibbs and Noah Gregson.
Two
Yeah.
absolute dipshits that don't know how to fucking drive.
The biggest question, will this be the final caution and pit stop of the day? 53 to go.
I've started breaking into it.
It's got to be frustrating if you're Truex
We
leading the
think
race,
Anthony would
come
have
out
thought up with
7.
the Jesse Awuzie thing yesterday.
Tough road.
Oh yeah, so Jesse Awuzie is a horrible race car driver, but he was in the Army, so he gets to play race car driver just because he was in the Army. And yesterday a caution came out, and he just didn't slow down and he plowed through Ty Gibbs, who was leading the race, and spun him out. Now Ty had a 20-second lead, so he just looped it and kept going. But goddamn, dude, NASCAR parked him for 2 laps for doing it. I'm like, you should have parked him for the rest of the race.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Who shows his
Just ignorance, not paying attention. Caution's out, dumb fuck, slow down.
Yeah, everybody in your earpiece would have been telling you caution's out, caution's out.
Caution means slow down. Somebody said, wow, Jesse Awuzie only knows how to go fast under caution because he can't do it under green.
Denny Hamlin drove up, been hit for 47. A lot of action, a lot of frustration. I don't think it's over.
That was Chastain into Logano right there.
More people will run into each other before this is done.
Back on pit road. You know, of all the tracks that we compared this place to, it's racing a lot like Martinsville. Constant contact.
More contact than Martinsville had this year.
Very hard to pass. You know, and it comes down to
it's hard to get this the Martinsville
trying to move them out of the way.
It's better than Martinsville was.
The race they had this year makes it hard to compare. If the race this year would have been badass, they probably would be like
Martinsville has always been a race you can circle and go, that's going to be a good one.
This makes you wonder, like, this is probably what Martinsville would have been like.
If we didn't have 30-degree weather, shit tires, and didn't have to shift, it would have been probably as good as this, or probably better because it's Martinsville. Yeah, that's nothing new. Suarez screwed on pit road.
Totally. Clint, you're exactly right. I watch him closely. I love that guy.
Awuzie hitting Ty was funny, but still, it's like inexcusable to be that dumb and be allowed to be on track.
You know what, Dale?
What?
Larson Almirola, Truex Bell. 30 cars on the lead lap. Ricky Stenhouse made an extra pit stop, so he is the last of the.
Oh yeah, this is a prime chance for Bowman to steal one. We got Eric Jones, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman, and Joe Logano, followed by Almirola and Larson.
I can tell you one of last week it was been a long time since you've seen that car been a player in this sport, and I'm telling you, this is a huge opportunity.
Remember when Harvick used to do that in the early 2010s? That used to be Harvick and Ryan Newman's thing. Now Bowman is the closer. Let's see if Bowman can pull one out. I'm cheering for Eric Jones, though. Good restart.
Nobody beats Kyle on the restart.
There's guaranteed to be 50 fucking cautions if Jones gets away with a big lead, I promise you.
There was a caution. There's
4 wide. Almost. Look at Chastain. He went 4 wide, and now he's 3 wide again. Briscoe 3 wide around the outside. Bump drafting Cindric. Where the hell's Cindric been all day? Kyle Busch taking the lead. God damn it. I hate when I'm right. I hate when I'm right. He's not clear. Don't open the door for Joe Logano. Oh, Joey did hit him. He did hit him. He moved him up the track, but Kyle gets away. And now he's door-to-door with Jones for second. And Kyle Busch going to win if it stays green. Jones crowding Logano. Nah, he gets some room. Kyle made a great move to get the lead. Joey tried to hit him before he got too far. Joey knew what he was doing. He didn't want Kyle to get too far away.
It's just he didn't seal the deal.
Got to hit him while you can, or you're not guaranteed to catch him. Joey sends it into 3. Damn, clears Eric Jones. Well, I thought Jones had a shot at this. I really did. 49 to go. Look at the fucking clusterfuck in the back. 4 wide. What the hell?
Keep the camera angle. Why did y'all check that? That was perfect.
They all make it. Ooh, wow, Justin Haley almost spun out.
Man, they're primed to wreck again.
Almirola going for third. Almirola's got a good car. Gotta hope Logano fucks himself and Kyle Busch over there.
Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be glorious.
They're the last two assholes I need out of the
Can Kyle Busch finally win a race for the first time in 3 years without getting lucky? Without backing into it?
Exactly.
Because I'll give him this one if he wins this one. Larson 3 wide with Bell and Cindric. That's for 5th place.
No.
6th place, actually.
This is not going green the rest of the way. There's no way.
Very uncharacteristic.
All right, Kyle Larson.
Larson up to 7th. As good as he's run all day.
He said it takes about 30 laps.
Oh, man. Blaney almost pinched Larson into the wall off of 4th.
And Larson was not lifting.
Oh.
It is open in a big way. You're going to see aggression. It is time to move. Make passes.
Blaney's got good drive through the center there. Clears Larson.
It's time to move or get.
Chastain still hasn't got back in the top 10 after his adventures today.
Uh-oh, the moose is loose.
The moose is loose about the hoose.
Wow, what a strong corner that was.
Uh-oh.
Round the outside of Bill, good pass. Ross has a car capable of winning. He just can't catch a break. He's not making many breaks for himself either, but he can't catch a break. Truex still back in the top 5. I think it was dumb what they did, but he's back in the top 5. Yeah, after taking tires like that.
Of every lap of every race this season as to mid-corner speed.
Ross getting a little squirrely there.
Right at or near the top.
Allmendinger's top 15.
Yeah, AJ's doing pretty good. Look at Brad
No practice, no qualifying, nothing. AJ on the front of that car for this race.
Brad Keselowski's out.
Ooh, AJ just about spun out. Almost. Might get passed around the outside here, yeah. Michael McDowell's getting around him.
Can't believe Brad Keselowski's been on TV screen for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's actually staying that way.
Car owner / driver, Brad Keselowski. Blaney passed. Blaney's got a real good car in traffic, too. Blaney and Truex have the best cars in traffic.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch has been good everywhere today, too, and he's out front, so I'm pretty confident he's going to win.
A lot of it, though, is his crew.
Yeah.
I can't believe he got smoked on the restart.
Me either. Kyle does not.
Kind of feel like Eric Jones choked this away.
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah.
he had a whole car on the restart.
Sonoma.
Couldn't make it work.
And he's got fast cars, and if you couple those two things together with his road racing skills, could be the favorite.
Kurt Busch racing his old rod.
That's weird.
Yeah. Although Kurt has a lot of his old rods out here, but that's the main one.
Oh, Kurt, calm it down. Kurt, calm it.
Logano is catching Kyle Busch.
Here we go.
And you know what you're going to have to do to pass Kyle and what Joey will do.
And Joey is not afraid to do it. He tried to do it earlier.
Yeah. He's not shy about doing it with Kyle, of all people. They openly don't like each other and talk about it every chance they get.
How many second place finishes does Joey have?
You know that tells you how good this.
I bet it's not many because he always either wrecks
He
for
is
the
a
win or
14,
gets
make
wrecked.
that
They
15
don't have
position
many,
since
no.
the restart.
There's none that come to mind where I'm like, oh, other than Martinsville, which I think actually didn't Austin Dillon beat him to line for second? Yeah.
I'm correct. He's up 6. That's still a lot.
It's a lot. We see how hard it is to pass.
Oh,
Blaney's making ground, buddy.
Truex,
Yeah.
It's Ryan Blaney.
I'm really impressed with Blaney. That's crazy. He's passing more cars on this run than I've seen anybody pass in one run all day. And we haven't even been green that long.
We need a battle for the
I just think he's got
If Blaney has a chance, he's got to
putting
put
on a show. Ryan
And I'm
Blaney
happy because it
up
kind
to
of
the
looks
spot.
like it's bringing Bowman with him.
Getting
So
the most
come
out
on,
of
Bowman, go.
Now what do you do?
God, just can't clear Truex.
If the caution comes out now, do you
boy, that's hot.
He's
I don't know.
kind
I'm
of
thinking
there.
that's good.
Well, probably not.
I was talking to you, Larry. I didn't think Clinton knew.
Blaney's still there, but he can't make it work.
Ew.
Ooh, barely cleared the
I think that's as far as you're going to go, Blaney, because them cars up front are up front for a reason.
Probably.
Except for Eric Jones. I feel like he's the one outlier, but
apparently.
Joey Logano's staying within 3/10 of Kyle. That's all he needs. Because they will catch lap traffic. Oh, Stenhouse just spun off of 2. Caution's out. Caution's out.
I really wanted a caution, but I like drama.
And in case you didn't know, stay out.
I like when NASCAR, it's like, wait, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all not?
You do reach a point in the middle of a long run where a guy's catching the other guy, and you're like, I want to see this stay green so I can see what happens. And then a caution comes out, and you're like, last week, Briscoe and Larson. Briscoe caught him and spun on. Oh, man, that was going to be a great finish. And then it turned into a clusterfuck. This was kind of similar. I want to see if Joey can get to Kyle and win me that money.
He's there now.
Yeah.
So, tell me, Joey, what's she going to do now?
Kyle's going to get a great restart. Joey, I think, can run him down, but what's he going to do to get the lead?
Because Kyle's going to blow his fucking doors off. There's no way Joey's going to stick with him.
Oh, Ricky Stenhouse.
I love that Sunny D paint scheme.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's always been a good one.
That's a beautiful car.
He had the same paint scheme at Rouse. The Sunny D sponsorship went with him.
Yeah. He just rarely ran it.
Yeah.
Really
Thanks to Kroger for fucking last week's.
He had an awesome Reese's paint scheme, and then the hood is like blue Kroger, and it's like it kills the whole thing. But the back end of the car was sexy. It was a Reese's car. And Reese's cars have always looked cool.
Orange and brown?
Orange and yellow with a little bit of brown.
It was sick as fuck, man.
Oh, that look.
If you've ever seen Kevin Harvick's old Oreo car from the Xfinity series back in the day, same colors as that. It was pretty sweet looking. Kyle Busch fans should be nervous because Logano's going to truck through your ass if he gets a chance.
Oh, yeah. And Logano's going to get his chance. It's going to be early on in the run, but it's going to be.
Stay out. Stay out. Unless you're outside the top 10, then what do you got to lose?
You guys should know by now this shit don't work out.
Larry, 15th on
Joey's going to hit Kyle. It ain't going to work.
It may be even closer to front than that.
Because speaking of that, earlier when Joey tried, he hit Kyle in the left rear and he didn't do shit.
I don't think he gave him his best shot yet. No. I think that was like, oh, damn it, I got to get him loose to stay with him so I get this fucking lead. But
he's gonna.
No, that probably wasn't his best shot, but he did try once.
Those favorite cars of Logano.
Kyle Busch racing his favorite person in the whole wide world for the win.
Have a really good restart.
Look at the back.
And I hope Eric Almirola reaps the benefits.
Look at the back of that.
Imagine seeing it in person.
Oh, why
pretty sweet.
There got to be blue on it.
16th on back.
Man.
16th on back, they pitted. Like I said, why not?
Chief was all over that one, wasn't he? He said.
Brad Keselowski on pit road. That's a pretty sweet looking car. NASCAR sponsorships these days, you'll see something and go, the fuck is that?
Yeah, like the fucking Hooters car. It looks like a little thing.
I would have never thought to put blue on a Hooters car, but they did it and they got away with it.
You know what they call that paint scheme? The Hooters 900. Because the Hooters, the owl's eyes are supposed to be 2 zeros.
Is it a Nimbus 9000?
Beside the 9. It's supposed to be.
There's a Harry Potter reference for you.
900.
Yeah,
when I seen that, I was like, okay, now that I see the 900, I don't like it. I was like, I thought it was cool.
I just don't like it because it the whole car looks like a little thing of baby wipes. Like, what the fuck?
Carson Hostbar just said he's still waiting on results on his ankle, so he can't even really say what's wrong with it yet.
That sucks.
Yeah, he's a good driver. You know, they mentioned earlier that they had a code for tire strategy for Eric Almirola, and his team said George Washington. Dale Jr. said, don't fucking tell me codes. Tell me if we're doing 2 tires or 4 tires. I don't know this code shit, and I don't want to be confused. Just fucking tell me what we're doing. And I'm with him on that. Because I've seen him in the past go, oh, Charlie Brown. And somebody's like, what the fuck does that mean? Charlie Brown. Get your camera shots ready for the Busch and Logano fan reactions here in a little bit.
Twitter Twitter's saying Almirola's going to win, and I can only imagine why.
Almirola will run through your ass too a little bit.
Well, the thing is, I think they're all expecting Joey and Kyle to just fucking kill each other.
That's definitely a possibility. Being third right now might not be a bad idea.
Because Joey's that stupid, he could end up taking out him and Kyle.
But do you know what happens when that happens? Oh, look at Truex around the outside. Because then it's always like that.
And then announces his retirement in victory lane.
Yeah, we're going to have a good winner. Truex.
Look at that Ryan Newman paint scheme from years ago. I forgot about that car.
Oh,
that's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Is that as reflective as it looks?
Yes.
That's sweet.
That was pretty nice. I forgot about that. Ryan Newman, when he drove the 12 car, had all kinds of badass paint schemes.
Yes, he did.
Even as basic as the Alto car was, I like it.
Yeah.
Those Altel cars were always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Another sponsor that never had a bad paint scheme. Mobil One, Altel, Tide.
Tide is a good one.
M&M's.
Some orange with some blue. M&M's. Interstate batteries.
Interstate batteries for the longest time.
Yes.
From the 90s to now, never misses.
My favorite was all of the FedEx ones.
Yeah, Denny's different FedEx ones. Instead of now, they're all just homogenized. Homogenized Denny Hamlin paint schemes.
Nice job by Zane Smith in the top 20. He is in for Chris Buescher, who is out due to COVID protocols.
Alex Bowman and Jimmy Johnson with Alive had some really good ones.
Good job here today for the 7th.
Castrol is another one. Great fucking paint schemes on Castrol cars. Coca-Cola cars over the years have been pretty sweet.
I think Valvoline hit it.
Valvoline, they might take home the Lifetime Achievement Award for best paint schemes.
With that Larson car,
yeah.
Because theirs look, they look so like retro.
Yeah. When I say Valvoline, I think of Mark Martin. I always think of Mark Martin. Not Sonoma.
Well, it's our favorite weekend of the year going to Sonoma.
Oh, that's another one.
Napa too. They've always had some good. Some of the Chase Elliott ones have been kind of dull, but I like the one he has now. Michael Waltrip, that simple DEI Napa paint scheme, that was always really cool.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Fuck yeah. Darrell Waltrip, Dale Jr., everybody that ever had one.
I do like the old Gatorade.
Anyway, 34 to go, and Busch is waving Jones to get a push. He's telling Jones when he's going to try to get a push, because you got to get away from Logano. Good push. Now Joey's going to have to deal with Eric Jones again. Probably clear him pretty easy around the outside here. Jones got loose in the middle of the corner there. Here comes Blaney. Blaney should go 3 wide. He's got a fast car. He's got to make the move. Go 3 wide, Blaney. Blaney, go 3 wide. Or is he trying to push Jones past the faster car of Almirola? I can't tell. Ooh, Kyle slipped up. He's opened the door to Logano. Logano might not have to hit him. Kyle had a bad corner there. Let Joey get to his inside. Show me the money, Joey Logano. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Oh, he's going to slide it. Slide it. Run him wide. He did. He took it. Kyle left the door open, and Joey takes the fucking lead. He got him. Darrell Waltrip. He got him. Now Kyle, if he gets another restart, will have another shot. But because Kyle is hell on restarts. I can't believe that Joey got the lead there. For the sake of entertainment, I hope you're right. Yeah, it's a 3-car breakaway.
Look at Eric Almirola. He is still part of the equation right here.
You have to do so much to pass here. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Kyle's car. It's like, I don't know what's going on there.
Those guys have been backing up into the bubble picture of the playoffs. They better run and get him right where he needs to be.
They better get going because Blaney is coming.
It's amazing to me all the
different down on the inside.
Blaney's fastest car on the track, but he's just a couple of spots too far back, I think. Blaney needs to gain a couple spots and get another caution. Oh, man, Cindric, I thought he was taking out Bowman there. I thought that was it. 3 wide, Bill, Larson, Cindric. Oh, man.
Larson in the middle. He tried to get his position lifted a little bit tight. Look how tight this is.
Cindric let him go. Larson gets loose in the center of the corner. Cindric bumps him. Cindric moves him to get back. Was it there? 3 wide. Ross Chastain, Cindric, and Larson.
No one surprised.
And Chastain's back in the top 10. Chastain with 30 to go is finally back in the top 10.
Ross just drove right underneath.
Finally. And I don't think he's pissed off anybody in the top 10, so good for him. No.
Hell no.
Battle for fifth here.
How did Kyle leave the bottom open and have a corner that bad to let Joey get by him? That's extremely disappointing. I was going to hope that he made Joey have to drive through him, not just drive around him. Cindric and Larson. Larson looks loose everywhere. Kurt Busch peeking through.
Oh, what? He's Asian.
To the outside.
Half. He's half
I
Asian.
can make racist jokes on Larson.
Tell you what, if he finishes deal, we get a caution. This 45 will have something to say about it.
You can make jokes about anybody except transgender people. Just ask Dave Chappelle.
For sixth with Truex.
Yeah, that was Dave Chappelle's whole point. He's like, all the fucked up shit I've said about everybody, but now y'all got a problem with it because I made some jokes about trans people. It's like, bro, come on. He makes fun of everybody.
He does.
No comedian in the world has talked more shit about his own race and every other race than Dave Chappelle. He's equal opportunity. But now there's one group of people you're not allowed to ever joke about. It's like, you can laugh about. My favorite thing Dave Chappelle does is when he dresses up like the white guy and talks in his proper white voice. That's the funniest shit.
Although him as a crackhead is really
The crackhead,
funny,
Tyrone, that's funny.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Pursue.
But what was the white guy's name? He had a name for the white guy. I think it was Chuck something. Yeah. Chuck Taylor or something, I think.
That's funny.
Logano's driving away, I regret to tell everyone, but at least I'll get some money off of it if he does.
Okay, maybe they don't have everything. No, you're right, though.
Nah, Kyle's gonna blow
You can do it both ways, I guess.
Boy, could I only wish.
It really doesn't. Once it settles in.
Joey's stretching it out, and Kyle's having to hold off Almirola. That's not good.
2 tires or 4 tires.
Michael McDowell passing Kyle Larson under green. I've seen it all now.
15th place.
Oh, you remember what Larson said last year?
Yeah.
I suck. Don't know what I'm doing.
Pretty sure it's the first predominantly red Valvoline paint scheme we've seen. That's what makes it stand out. My car on the SRX game I made look just like that. I totally copied the Larson Valvoline style paint scheme.
Inside the top 15.
My late model.
How about Allmendinger? And I saw this racetrack until this morning.
That says a lot for that college racing team as well. They bring fast cars. Ben Rhodes hopped in that car, ran 2 laps.
Joey's over a second ahead with 25 to go. We're just hoping for a caution now. That's what it's going to take, y'all.
That little team running with the big dogs today.
Kyle Busch was a roadblock
today that he has ever led in a full season.
Oh, I know it's burning him up to know that it's Joey that's out in front of him.
Hopefully.
I guarantee that's burning Kyle up more than anything in the world.
Yeah, another guy that I love seeing what he's doing, and that's Zane Smith. I cover him in the trucks. He's a great racer, obviously, but he said when he got the call from Brad Keselowski to drive his car, it was like a dream come true. He said, 10 years ago, I was collecting Brad Keselowski diecast. He gives me a call and says, will you drive my car? He couldn't believe it. He's been patient, methodical, ran his way through the field. Now he's running inside the top 20.
Love exactly what you said, and that's exactly what he needed to do. Taking advantage of this opportunity, make all the laps, no mistakes.
God, Kyle. They've cut into Joey's lead, but not much. It's like a tenth or 2. Ryan Blaney's fastest car on the damn track. Move over and let Blaney go. Let Blaney go run Logano's ass down. Blaney's fast. Let him go. I'm begging you, just let him go. It's the right thing to do. It's the smart thing to do. You guys are so even, you're not going to catch Joey. You got to let Blaney go.
He's going to go somewhere.
Come on, Blaney.
Still 22 laps.
Steal this money from me because I don't want Joey to win.
That number 12.
Almirola, come on.
Got a little loose there.
Stuck behind Almirola, Blaney got loose.
Penske car that has not yet visited victory lane this season.
Yet.
Might hit 17. So on your path to 17 winners, if he gets up there to race Joey Logano, what does Joey do?
What does Joey always do? Race like a jackass.
You can't be laying over.
Team Penske, they've got Joe Logano lead right now. Ryan Blaney, you guys have been talking about the 12 running form.
Not really. They've all been within about 5 or so laps after the restart.
All 3 drivers from that camp, one top 10 finish. Joe Logano's winning.
Yeah.
And we didn't see that one coming, Larry. They hadn't been running well. He jumps up there and wins Darlington. And
coming to 20 to go. Man, this race is short compared to last week. Not even a half as long as last week. I know Sonoma can go either way. Sonoma can be over quick because sometimes it goes green, but sometimes Sonoma turns into a clusterfuck late. So Sonoma could go either way. Yes, Blaney made the pass on Almirola. Blaney's third. Now he's just got to spend 15 laps trying to get around Kyle Busch. And then pray to God that he still has time to run down. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kyle let him go. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's what Mikey just said.
Yeah.
Look at how many spots it cost you instead of just letting him go.
And remember, Kyle let Kurt go, or he let Larson go, I think, at Kansas.
Larson wrecked himself.
Yeah.
In front of the other guys.
Kurt has closed on Eric Jones. Pretty quickly closed on him. Can he get to
I'm excited to be off on Saturday for the truck race at Sonoma. Trucks haven't raced at Sonoma since '98. That'll be a good one.
When you're right there, you just can't get the gas down.
I'm sure it'll be. Oh, there's your caution. Cole Custer spun around in turn 1.
Well, isn't this
19 to go. Caution's out. Yes, it is. And Ryan Blaney is fast. Blaney, this is your chance.
You got a chance, Blaney.
Everybody's happy because Logano was leading, and now there's a caution.
Sports fans, we're gonna
Stay out. Easy decision. Stay out. What have I said all day?
Joey Logano's crew chief. By the way, Denny Hamlin, that rushback, the crewman that got injured on Logano's team last week, Denny Hamlin called Paul Wolfe. He said, "Do you have video of that? I want to look at it. I don't think I hit him. I don't think I brushed him back." And then Denny Hamlin went on Twitter and said, "I was wrong. I'm sorry. I was too close."
Had some help there.
Todd Gilliland spun Custer. I would whoop the shit out of Todd
Yeah,
Gilliland.
Certainly, the right thing to do.
You don't like getting spun by anybody, but you get spun by a fucking knob like Todd Gilliland, you're going to be even more mad.
Run into a guy. Certainly, Denny didn't mean
And Custer's having a tough year. Brutal year. And he almost wrecked the leader under caution.
I think it was in the back of it. Todd Gilliland got in the back of Custer, turned him around.
If I'm Joey, I'm going.
Right in front of the leader.
Can you get it together, man?
You good? You good in there?
I'd say the front end of that machine has a scuff on it for sure.
Parker Kligerman gets a free pass.
Parker back on the lead lap.
Back on the lead lap.
Well, you've been talking about him, Blaney.
Yeah.
Almirola.
Look at the kids.
Fan having some fun in the stands.
I love how many kids are here today. This place is packed.
You really do work for Fox, don't you, Mike Joy?
Great to see. Sellout crowd.
What about all they've done here?
Back-to-back sellouts in the Cup Series, Charlotte and Gateway.
Kenny Wallace, John Roberts this morning with the look at that return of the speed stage out in the
bigger than the fucking crowd IndyCar crew there, but don't tell that to David Land. I'm kidding. I love David Land.
Tim Duggar.
I just like shit talking IndyCar hipsters.
After the race.
Chris, the way you rile up Chase fans is how I feel about fucking with IndyCar fans, because I like IndyCar, but there are like IndyCar purists that like turn their nose at NASCAR. NASCAR's stupid. IndyCar's the pure sport. It's like nobody watches it. Compared to NASCAR, nobody fucking watches it.
Have a big race and show your fans a good time. You bring in
So the IndyCar purists, I love pissing them off. Is that Joseph Lombard? No, I'm kidding. It's not. You don't have to hide your underage daughters. Joseph Lombard's not in the crowd.
Jimmy Allen's doing
I wonder if Joseph Lombard's been to a race ever since he got outed as a fucking creepo.
Really took to this race, activated downtown, saw big screen TVs.
I keep hoping I'll be walking into Bristol or something and see him. I go, hey, everybody, it's a pedophile. And I'm the kind of asshole that would do that in public.
It's going to happen, Clint.
Hey, it does.
You get into the spirit of things and you don't get carried away.
I certainly did.
Fellas, we're going to have some pit stops here. We've got 30 cars.
Not if I'm in the top 5, you ain't. I'm staying right where I am.
I'm staying out. I'm with Larry. I'm glad he left.
I'm packing up my crew, my pit equipment already. It's already packed up. You can't come in.
You can come if you want to, but you're the one that's going to have to answer the owner tomorrow morning. I'm not going to go in there with you.
Some cars in the back pitting. Makes sense.
So William Byron and Bubba Wallace.
Everybody that's smart up front. Man, just think Truex could have won this race. They didn't change 4 tires on that last pit stop. In the words of the American Dream, Dusty Rose, baby, the pay window, daddy. The pay window.
Technology Raceway, born as Gateway.
The IndyCar fans were way worse when CART was around. That's what made me not watch IndyCar when I was young.
People were saying, maybe in St. Louis. You know how old that line is? That was a Judy Garland musical comedy that MGM released in 1940.
Mike Joy knows everything.
I knew we were not going to get this broadcast all the way to the completion without you giving us some sort of a tidbit of information from the 20s that only you know about.
Was that same line, Judy?
Dale Jr. and Mike Joy should have a podcast together.
I don't think so.
What did you just say?
Has Judy had Larry Mack on his podcast?
Yeah, and it was really good. They talked about they talked about the 1998 Daytona 500 when Larry Mack was Dale Earnhardt's crew chief. That was a great podcast.
DNQ. That's really all the information I've got. Okay.
Larry Mack had one of my favorite lines ever when he said during the 98 500, a voice came over the radio and started talking to Dale. And he was like, who the fuck is on my damn radio? Because it was late in the Daytona 500. Like, tensions are high, you're nervous. And it was Bill France, owner of NASCAR, like pumping Dale up, going, hey, man, you going to go win this thing? And they had code names for each other because Dale had a boat called Sunday Money. And Bill Francis' boat that he would go on was called Captain Jack. He said, hey, Sunday Money, it's Captain Jack. You going to go hook the big one today? And Larry Mack says, I'm a-fixin' to have me a come apart. Whatever that means. He said, I'm a-fixin' to have me a come apart. Who the hell's Captain Jack? And he said, Richard Childress was like, it's Bill France. So he said, I was about to cuss him on the radio, and then Richard snatched the fucking thing out of my hand. I was like, no, it's Bill France. He owns NASCAR.
From clearing for the lead on the last lap.
I'm a-fixin' to have me a come apart.
Look at this. Drivers that have not won who are right now running in the top 10 at this moment. Blaney, Almirola, Jones, Truex, Bell, all hungry to get to victory lane.
It's been a great season. This car has really mixed things up, giving a chance for teams like Richard Petty, GMS, to be up front.
Who would give their left nut to see Eric Jones or Eric Almirola win this race? Make me into Dave England. I'll give up one of my nuts.
This year, the final pass for the win came in the final 10 laps in 11 of 14 races.
Oh, so the odds are.
Yes, they are.
Kyle, I need the restart of the century from you.
Sure, Larry can trump that.
If anybody can do it, it's Kyle. Joey's good at restarts too, though.
The final lead change this year has come with
nobody nails you.
Kyle's the best. Kyle's the best I've ever seen. At a lot of things, if I'm being perfectly honest.
600 miles that you will never forget.
Right.
And the older he gets, the more dangerous I think he is. I know he hasn't won much lately, but he's just smarter now than he ever was. And he's still just as talented as he ever was. I think it's faster around the top. I think you get a good launch on the bottom and clear him as the leader, but if I'm second on back, I'm going to be on the outside.
You're going to stay behind in this situation. You're going to stay behind Kyle.
Yeah.
But you know,
no, Blaney took the top.
No, he didn't.
I like Blaney taking the top there. I know Joey's the leader, and he'll get to launch first. But
This is mirror driving city right here.
yes, and who's better at mirror driving than Joey Logano? He's the best. We just said Kyle's the best at restarts. When it comes to blocking your fucking line and doing shit like that, that's fucking all time right there. Joey Logano's in a league of his own when it comes to just blocking your ass, whether he's slower than you or not. Nobody's better at pissing you off and mirror driving you. Drivers hate that shit.
Well, you're going to need a push. We saw Kyle Busch use that push with his hand gesture out the window.
Kyle, the king of restarts. Joey, the king of mirror driving.
That being said, you can't trust that push now.
He doesn't race offensively when he's in the lead. He just races to fuck you over. I don't know. Kyle punched Joey one time and barely phased him, so I don't know. Kyle walked right up to Joey at Las Vegas and punched him in the mouth and didn't even phase Joey. There we go. They're leaning on each other already. Good restart by both of them.
Can't even drag race.
Come on, Kyle, pinch him down. Yeah, look at that line. I told you I like the outside line. What a move, Kyle. Go get it. And bring Blaney with you. Joey's able to cut off Blaney, but Kyle got the lead.
Of fucking course he cuts off.
I told all he needed was a restart. Oh boy. Oh, Joey's sending it down in there. And Kyle's having a bad turn 3 again. That's just what happened last time. That's the last. Joey's so much better than Kyle through turn 3. It's not even funny. Although Kyle didn't blow it as bad that time. He holds the lead. Joey drives in harder. The line Kyle's running, you can't drive in hard. You could drive in hard on the bottom. You can't around the outside. The thing around the outside, you got to let it off in the corner, and then you get the run off. But going into the corner, you're vulnerable running the high line.
Yeah, this is the Indy's strongest in.
Joey right here, if he's going to do it, he'll do it here in the next 12 laps. If I was Kyle, I'd kind of start wanting to take his line away. Put him in dirty air. Because look how close Joey gets when he has clean air running the bottom. Kyle's run off kind of negates it, but as long as Joey's close enough to hit you, that's a problem. He is going to hit you if he stays close enough. He'll try to pass you for a little bit, but when the chips are down, and now Blaney's going to ruin this for Joey. 3-car battle for the win. What more do you want?
Got a little bit of a runoff too, using a little bit of a push from his teammate. Look at him dive deep in the.
They might try to gang up on Kyle here if that's possible. Now Joey's moving up. He didn't run as low that time. I think Blaney's speed made Joey change his line.
He actually stayed closer to him.
10 to go.
Kept the momentum moving a little bit higher, turning low. And he does it again. Clint,
if Joey's this close, he will hit you.
Moved up the hill in 1 and 2 as well.
Oh, Kyle got a little loose off of 2. Now they're going to Joey's best corner right here. Here it comes. He's going to try to make the pass.
Diving to the bottom. He's going to have to exit. Be there on the exit.
You can't get the run off from the bottom. Like I said, you're going to have to hit him. You're going to have to hit the guy in front of you.
Wow.
I just think Joey's trying to wait till the last minute before he does that. He's going to try to pass him.
He's going to make sure he wins.
But with 1 or 2 to go, he's not going to try to pass him anymore. He's going to knock him out of the way. You can't do it too soon. Right now, you just got to stay with him.
And he's going around. Well, that's exactly what happened that lap before. This time, perfect. Nailed it.
Well, one way or another, we got a good race out of this.
Yeah. Better than that Kansas bullshit.
I don't know. I loved Kansas. I thought that was a great race.
Move up a little bit in 3 and 4. Carries the momentum better off of 4.
I'll give Kansas
pressure on him down here.
Nothing's going to top Charlotte for the rest of the year, I don't think.
He's closer. Needs to keep working on that. I like this.
Are you nervous?
If I'm a Kyle Busch fan,
Kyle's not much of a choker.
He's not much of a choker.
You give Kyle a fucking opportunity, he takes it. He's not, he's a little loose off of 2. Joey's better into 3, but Kyle gets these runs off of 4 that's good enough to keep him out front. And the turbulent air off of his car is making Joey get tight whenever they run the same line. Kyle's got the advantage, but Joey's got that ace in the back pocket of, I'm just going to dump your ass.
A little bit early, gets the car rotated back to the throttle.
But Kyle Busch is pretty clutch. Pretty good corner for Kyle that time, good corner for Joey.
What he's got to do is get door to door.
Stay in that draft down the straightaway. That's the only time you want to be right behind somebody's on the straightaway. In the corner, you want to get your nose clean like Joey's doing. I'm just surprised Kyle's letting him. I guess Kyle's just much more confident in how he runs the top. He doesn't want to run the bottom. I feel like maybe he thinks running the bottoms, he's going to slow down more and be defensive and give Joey even more of a chance to get to him and hit him. Because that would be defensive driving. So I think Kyle's just worried about running his line. Joey, if the roles were reversed, Joey would be copying Kyle.
Oh, absolutely.
Kyle's different. He's going to race offensively. Joey would just be copying you. It doesn't matter if Joey would be faster on the top. If you're on the bottom, he's on the bottom. These are 2 different styles of driver right here. That's close. My God. Good run off the corner. 5 laps to go. Everybody behave in the back. This is good. It's a hell of a battle. Blaney's falling off now. I'm surprised. Ooh, Joey missed the corner. Kyle didn't get a great corner either.
No.
Joey missed a shift, but Kyle got a little loose, so it evened out. He's still right there. That's why shifting sucks. It's just total lapse in concentration there almost cost Joey. He'll get it back. He's already closed back up to him.
Kyle just keeps getting a little squirrely.
Just a little. Oh, Harvick just knocked the wall down. Caution's out with 4 to go.
Damn,
Who's got my 20?
Well, there's
You
your.
would have bet 20 on the overtime every race. Every race.
Joey Logano and Kyle Busch are running 1-2.
Harvick just destroyed that wall.
Hey, Dale, now imagine if this was
Let me tell you what you just did. You just invited
Yeah, pretty much. This IndyCar, there's no overtimes. If the race ends under caution, it ends under caution. That's how NASCAR used to be. And then Dale Jr. got fucked over at Talladega once, so they changed the rules.
A hard hit for Kevin. You could hear it in his voice.
It is what it is.
Looked like he didn't know we talked to him about an hour ago.
Allmendinger.
AJ in the top 10.
What the hell happened to Harvick?
I'm going to say blown tire.
Damn.
Kevin Harvick.
Or maybe he just got loose.
Kevin taking his time. That's a hard hit. He's shooken up a little bit.
And or just in house, he just doesn't know what he's doing anymore. That could have been it too.
Yeah, I talked to Corey LaJoie after a couple of hard hits at Charlotte. He said it's just the impacts just seem greater these days for some reason. And
the way these cars are built, there's not a lot of budge or give in them, so the hits are actually a little harder now. Because these cars are built like tanks. Harvick's slow getting out of the car.
That's exactly what he is.
Is this like a career-altering moment for Kevin Harvick that we're watching right now? That doesn't look like it feels good. He's walking, though.
As he said, something like a brake rotor exploded, something like that, he thought.
Brake rotor. Thank you, Fox. I can see the 4 car.
Right, down into turn 3. The worst.
Oh, yeah, he lost the brakes. That's what that was. Damn, that don't even look like that bad of a hit.
That fucking jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to the wall.
Right side, a flat shot like that is always your hardest hits. Yeah, you saw it, Brooke.
Look at Larson not get caught up in that.
I think it blew the tire out too when it went away.
Man, I wanted to see that go green, but we're still in the same situation. Kyle's going to get a great restart. Joey's going to be better through 3, and they're going to be this close coming to the white flag. And that's all Joey needs. What better way to end the day than some drama?
So now Joey's, if he's going to make it.
He's got to make it happen on the 2 to go. And he's got to get a decent enough. Kyle's probably going to get a better restart.
But
Stay with him.
He's got to stick with him so Joey can be a pussy.
And send it into turn 3 and just wipe him out.
Joey's got to
Right front.
I don't know.
Well,
it was smoke.
If it's early enough, Joey stays with him good enough to where he may not have to do it that early. He might be able to hold it off a bit.
Right there.
He just got scared of Larson.
He thought it was Chase Elliott again.
I think
Ow.
Larson heads up driving there to make sure he didn't
Yeah,
stop.
I don't know how. Yeah, Larson
Big
really
hit, guys.
dodged the bullet.
And whoa, what
A
That
couple
was
of cars
That was
take the
absolutely
opportunity to
random
pit.
Yeah.
Mike, are we going
And for it to be Harvick of all people.
Ross Chastain, 7th.
Yes, we are.
Keselowski 15th, Justin Haley 14th,
Well, no.
Zane Smith 19th. That's pretty damn good for him. He's never been in a cup race.
When you have a late caution, I like it much better than.
I think Zane Smith's running about where Chris Buescher would be if he was in the car today. And this is Zane Smith's first time ever in a cup race. So
Obviously, I hate that Kevin had a problem, but NASCAR overtime, these guys are really going to push and shove.
I think there's 4 cars here that it's any one of them can win this race.
Blaney's still fast enough to win.
On anybody's behalf, it puts somebody else right in the catbird seat. Will they move them? Will they get aggressive?
Woo. I think the short run favors Kyle Busch a little bit, though. Joey needed more laps.
True. That's why I'm thinking at some point Joey's got to make that bullshit movie he always makes.
Yep, it's now's time.
He's gotta be
He tried to make it look good and save that dirty move for the end. Well, now the end has been accelerated. Yeah. Now you get to ride around under caution and think about it for a few minutes.
Yep.
2 restarts ago. Here's what happened. Logano on the outside of Kyle Busch.
You see Kyle Busch get a big jump.
There is a path to victory for Joey
I
Logano.
thought, man, that's exactly what he needed.
And he's one of the few guys out here who's willing to walk down that path to do what he wants to do and what he has to do.
I would have thought that Logano.
There are guys out here that would never dream of doing what Joey might do right here. I'm thinking like Martin Truex wouldn't do that. Junior, Mark Martin. I don't think Larson would do that. Larson run you like hell, but
Larson's got to stick with it.
if Earnhardt was in a shitty mood, he'd wreck you for like 5th on like lap 20. If Earnhart was in a shitty mood.
Imagine being so popular. Everybody's like, woo!
William Byron wouldn't. I don't think William Byron would do this. That's not his style.
If they get
I don't even think
they're going to be 3 wide.
Joey for this man.
Probably not. he's probably got that Truex logic. Remember Truex's logic? I don't need to wreck you. I'll just beat you clean and make you mad that way. And it's like, Truex, you got to stand up for yourself, though. But Junior said that always drove him crazy with Truex, because Truex always tells him, I'll just beat him clean. I'll show him.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, don't you think Joey Logano won't move you out of the way? Didn't like this.
And they both kept going at full speed.
Wasn't going to have any of it. Didn't even give him a chance. Knocked him out of the way and went to victory lane. That was a bold.
We were there.
Will he do it again?
Right up there somewhere.
Reaction.
He said he would.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just turned around and said, wow.
It gives you the option to run a guy up
And
the
shook
hill.
my head because I was like, I should have known. I kind of did, but I wasn't sure.
Dude, even the guys in the booth were all kind of
If you're
just
going to do something, you better do what Joey Logano did and just knock them out of the way, not give them a
like,
chance of
for a
retaliation
whole
because they
15
will.
seconds probably just like, what the fuck is
He's
that?
explaining to his son why Kyle Busch is going to win this race.
Chastain back in the top.
They're getting
10.
their camera. They're like Kevin Dunn looking for people when the streak was ended. They're getting their camera shots ready.
Yep, there's Chastain. He's been in 7th for the last dozen laps or so. Eric Jones 6th.
Did you ever hear what John Moxley said about Kevin Dunn? So he's a fucking douchebag and an asshole. I'm like, yeah, it pretty much confirms what everybody else says. Because Moxley, I think he did something in a dark match. It was a dark match, and he flipped off somebody. And they were like, hey, you can't be doing that. Kids are out there, man. Cameras are rolling. And they were like, you should apologize to the production team. And Moxley was like, okay, whatever, I'll apologize. Okay. And Moxley goes to Kevin Dunn, and he's like, hey, man, should I apologize to everybody? And Kevin Dunn's like, yeah, sure, no big deal, no big deal. Kevin Dunn then goes behind Moxley's back, burying him to Vince, burying him to the production team, saying what a piece of shit he is, how unprofessional, and blah, blah, blah. After he told Moxley that the apology was good, and that they were good, and they shook hands, and then Kevin Dunn's burying him behind his fucking back. And Moxley was like, yeah, fuck that guy. And then Moxley was like, I think it's pretty stupid that he can actually make or break someone's push. It's like, just shoot the fucking wrestling. You're the camera guy, dude. Shoot the fucking wrestling. Why do you have say in creative and who gets a push?
There's Stenhouse.
It's like, what a two-faced little bastard. It's one thing me and Jim Cornette are united on. Fuck Kevin Dunn. Cornette fucking hates him.
I wonder who he hates more, Kevin Dunn or Russo.
Russo. I'll say Russo. He hates Russo way more. Because he would be in a room. He was in a room with Kevin Dunn at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And he said that's the first time they'd see. So we didn't say hey or nothing. He said I saw Kevin Dunn. I was like, oh, there's that fucking asshole. Whatever. He said if he saw Russo in the same room, they'd have to arrest him. I believe him on that. But he can coexist with Kevin Dunn.
Apparently. Okay, so yeah, that confirms it to me.
Just like he coexists with fucking Pritchard and all them other fucking clowns.
I mean, I don't mind Pritchard, but he's such a fucking bitch.
Pritchard is such a kiss ass. That's the one thing about him. He's a very smart man, but he's
very smart.
My favorite thing about Pritchard is his ability to speak what I call Vince's language. Because like if they do something dumb, Pritchard's job was to explain it to the guys or the other people in creative what Vince is going for, and they said, "Oh yeah, Pritchard can explain Vince's bullshit and make it sound okay." And as a joke, he would do that in those shoot interviews. Like, I think Sean Oliver would ask him about, like, the gobbledygooker. And Pritchard goes, what are you talking about? It was great. And he was being sarcastic. He was like, yeah, what are you talking about? It was great. Like, yeah, that's the spin man right there. It's Vince's spin man, Bruce Pritchard. Because he knows this shit sucks.
But then there's a pair of Toyotas. The Bush brothers lined up on the outside.
Got off on another wrestling tangent. We do that from time to time. I have some wrestling fans in my stream. Maybe. Kurt's in this now. Right behind his little brother.
For no reason.
He's hung around all day.
Yeah,
He's hung around.
It's like, where the fuck have you been?
He and Almirola have really just been right there
for
quite a while in this race.
Do they scrub? Do
I
they
think
crash?
Almirola's
Yes,
like the
yes.
only guy that hasn't
Behind them,
Yeah.
Almirola and Jones in row
Fourth,
3,
fifth, all day.
Chastain and Truex row 4, Bell and Allmendinger row 5, Cindric and Bowman, Larson and Haley, Dillon and Reddick, Byron and Smith, McDowell
Oh, boy.
and Briscoe, the top 20, all on the lead.
Is it the first of many overtimes?
They said Byron and Smith, and I was like,
Sponsored by Credible Bank. Here we go.
Zane Smith, yeah.
I was like, Smith.
This is good stuff. This is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, yeah, Hell in a Cell's tonight. I doubt I'll watch it because I'm tired.
Cleaned up.
They can't top your
The
Hell in a
temperature in
Cell.
your
Yeah.
face, you're going to need them. Drive this thing off
One
the
match.
corners.
Here comes the restart of the century from Kyle Busch. I'm telling you.
Kyle Jones.
Great launch. Joey got a good one, too.
Joey
The leader always has a bit of an. Wow, Joey did get a better one. Kyle's looked good at first, and wow, Kyle, come on, man. Oh, Joey missed the corner. Get back to him, Kyle. Get back to him.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
Oh, they're touching. The roles are reversed. Kyle's dooring him, sweeping to the bottom. Now Kyle's on the inside. Joey's on the outside. They haven't been in this situation in a while. Oh, Kyle missed that corner. No, Kyle, no. No. And he's loose. Joey wins. White flag. One to go. White flag. God damn it, Kyle. I can't believe Kyle choked that away. After I just hyped him up for not being a choker. Son of a bitch, Kyle. Ross just fucking moving guys again. Well, I'm going to win some money. Unless he goes down into 3 and blows a tire. Come on. Well, first race on a new racetrack. What else is new? He won the Bristol Dirt Race last year. He won the Clash of Coliseum. Joey Logano wins at Gateway. And I'm so disappointed that Kyle choked so Joey didn't have to run through him. I put the money on him. Michael, I take cash. I hate when I'm right. I hate when I'm right.
What a finish. Yes.
Good job, Joey. You wanted a non-existent St. Louis Speedway.
What a weekend.
Kyle, what the fuck?
What a year.
I called it. He choked.
It's been a great year.
I've never seen Kyle Busch choke that bad in a long time.
Really has.
I can't believe you didn't hit
If you try to every week, we preview these races and
We're under attack.
All right, who's it going to be? Who do we need to talk about?
How do you like?
If you
How is
pinpoint
Joey
one
Logano
group, one organization, one team, you're going to be wrong every time.
Joey Logano.
Couldn't get to him that time. On the last lap, he just couldn't get there.
Second round qualifying lap. Started this race 7th.
Yeah, Hendricks stunk today. There's no two ways about it.
In the final restart, beats Kyle.
We finally got one right, Mike.
I said yesterday a Penske car would win, and then I had money on Joey.
That's exactly who won the race. And
This race was made for Joey.
And then during the race, I was convinced that Kyle had it won because I didn't think Joey was a factor at a certain point.
We had that practice on Fridays, which coming to this new racetrack was something a little bit different. These teams had time to practice 3 different sets of time.
Boy, you get Hamlin last week and Logano this week. Ugh. Sonoma's got to be better.
I can say I foresaw this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not
How
upset.
about that? He's magic at these.
I hate when I'm right.
Pretty good everywhere. Second win of the season. He becomes the 4th driver with multiple.
At least he earned this one.
this year.
Legit. That was a legit.
Can't take it away from Joey today. Kyle, when I cheer for you, you blow it.
Oh, if I'm one of the people interviewing
Active
Kyle as
drive.
much shit as
Kyle
he
Busch
gives
got a
us,
lot out of his weekend, a lot out of this day.
Got everything but the W.
Hang that head.
There's Kurt talking to him.
Didn't get that push by his brother.
Kurt was apologizing for not giving him a better push.
That's got to feel so good with these fans, packed house
I
cheering
mean,
for you like
too
that,
fucking
standing up
bad,
there
Kyle.
after a
Why don't you
dramatic
beat him
last
straight
lap
up?
pass.
You know whose fault that really is?
There's Jamie Little.
Harvick's. Kevin Harvick with the back marker race altering caution.
He's got some fans, some
Well, them
kids.
Stuart Haas guys really got something for fucking up the end of the race, don't they? Man?
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
And the little guy gets the checker.
I thought wait.
Joey, I don't know what it is. You've got a knack for winning at places we go to for the first time. And here at
Briscoe
Gateway, what does it
handed
mean
Kyle
to you to
Busch
win the
at the
first
Bristol
time
Dirt
here?
Race.
In a
Michael, how much do I get for Joey winning?
I hope you guys enjoyed that race. It doesn't get much better than that.
And then
Racing for the lead like that with Kyle one of the best is a lot of fun, and crossing each other back and forth. I knew it was coming, so I did it to him. I knew he was going to do it to me, and he was able to cross back and forth there a couple of times in the last lap there. And
Now where's Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain? We haven't forgotten.
Start collecting those points, but playoff points.
Thanks for watching, Todd. It was fun.
I'm way out of breath here.
Good race.
What a great car.
They work on this car a little bit. You'll see great racing here. This is a track like Martinsville and Phoenix that can have good racing. They just got to get the cars right. And they will. They're going to work on it soon at Martinsville. I'm glad they had Martinsville so early in the year as a wake-up call as to, oh, shit, we got to fix this.
He was sweating it out there when we had a couple of restarts.
AJ Allmendinger top 10 the day after he won at Portland.
What's your mind when you're trying to decide which lane to
Yeah.
choose? And if your team
AJ had a good weekend.
help you out.
Well, that's how I was hoping that Blaney would choose.
Blaney's car just died at the end of this race. He looked like he was going to blow by all of them about 20 laps ago.
Team Penske a chance to win the race, and
that was cool to see that Ford power.
I don't think Kurt has anything to apologize for, and I'm sure Kyle agrees.
That was special to see, and like I said, we're just a good race.
Right here, going in right here. I'm shooting Joey up the track.
Michael, was it like 10 or 11 for Joey winning?
We were running way up top and crossing each other. It was a lot of fun in the race here, and looking forward to coming back.
Choke on that.
Joey Logano wins it.
How'd that Snickers bar taste?
That's the thing. Kyle wasn't. He wasn't
all day long.
Oh boy, here comes the interview.
We saw the crossover into turn 3 after the restart. How close was it to making that stick?
Not even close. You see me about wreck off before?
Yeah, when they were coming to the white flag, he was
way better than Phoenix, though. I guess for as bad as Phoenix was, JGR, the Toyota guys, did a good job of getting us some improvements there, and at least being able to.
Toyotas are getting better and better as the year goes on.
Our car just took too long to come in. Better in the long run, better up top. Top's not good to fire off on, but great job by the Snickers guys. I mean, again, we stayed in the running all day long and fought hard, and thought maybe we could, but that was it. Thanks, Kyle.
Well, victory lane here will be right on the front straightaway for the Enjoy Illinois 300.
Glad I'm not a Kyle Busch fan, so I'm not that disappointed.
They are still packed here.
We got an army of reporters following Denny Hamlin. I guess he's just leaving.
There's a few more stories here to unpack.
I'm glad they know.
Well, a big story, of course, was Ross Chastain.
Ross trying to leave.
Earlier on, and you in the 11, and then you in the 9. Take us back from your perspective, Ross, and what happened between you two.
Just terrible driving, Jamie. It's one thing to do it once, but I just kept driving into guys. And
give him credit.
I'm supposed to be better than that, and it's a shame for Moose and Nebnet Health and Jockey and Worldwide Express and have all these people believing in me, and Justin Marks and Pitbull to put me in this car. They deserve better.
Will you go talk to him?
I will, yeah. I owe half the field an apology. And
he's the opposite of Joey Logano, what did I tell you? Same kind of driver, just a different person.
Almost did today, and then I deserve everything that they do.
Fair enough.
I can't believe that I continue to make the same mistakes and overdrive the corners and drive into guys. I had time under caution to get reset. And we go green, and I drive into somebody.
That's why people like Ross Chastain, because I know there's some people that shit talk him. That's why we like him.
That's why I didn't just dump Denny for blocking.
Yeah.
That's how you.
He had more patience than me. I would have got Denny the fuck out of my way. I'd be like, look, man, I'm sorry, but can you fucking move? Have I ever heard of the Slender Man stabbing? Yeah, I think so. But that's why. Well, you people defend Ross Chastain, but you don't like Joey Logano. That's why. Because people after drawing said, y'all would have loved it if Chastain did that to Byron. No, we wouldn't have, but at the same time, Chastain would have been a man. I'd be like, yeah, my bad. I'm a fucking idiot. As you just heard, Ross Chastain pretty much called himself an idiot.
Blaney was like 2 feet from Joey.
Well, Captain Dipshit wins, but I'll take the money. And I'll see y'all next week for Sonoma, because I am not working during that race, no matter what they tell me.
Hey, Dale, do you know why Joey won that race? That fucking shirt you got.
Because of his receding hairline, it made him aerodynamically better than Kyle Busch.
You got that shirt on.
Yeah, it's a damn shirt. Last time I wore this shirt, the motherfucker. Well, I gotta stop wearing this.
The fucking flames.
I promise I won't wear it at Sonoma.
Okay.
Or for Sonoma.
If Joey wins Sonoma, I'm not watching another race the rest of the year.
Yeah.
No chance in hell. No chance in hell.
Ross Chastain is a man's man. He owned it. He fucked up. Had a bad day.
Yeah.
He was in the wrong, but he admits it. So.
Although he